Ayo! Hey! Hey! Yabona manje la tuma ipano bafana mama. Hey! Ay 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 ay. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you. It is yours truly, handsome Hanky no Aramis, the one on number 2, aka Mr. Content. Yes, sir, cause I'm serving it while it's hot. It's shit up there. You can't say the superstar no more. It doesn't get superstar than this. It doesn't get superstar than this. Kamo Molatlhoe. Eh? What you know about that? Miss Upetina way to herself is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited and nervous at the same time. Ma'am, I see you in the house. Please request. Please request. And let's get straight to business. See? Oh my God. Superstar level or what? Superstar level or what? Hey! There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. She's ready to go. She's ready to go. Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, your thought it was a game. Hey, 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 official V, I see you. I see you, official V.
Yo, how's it?
Hey, 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 what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, I see you jamming. I like it.
In the house.
Yeah, how's it?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. No complaints.
No complaints.
You?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited.
You don't have
a
choice.
What you mean?
You don't have a choice. You have to be good in this life thing.
We do. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh my God, I can't believe this is really happening. I'm so excited. I'm smiling from ear to ear.
Issue. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Nah, it's an honor for me, really. It's a privilege. Like, you know, also I was touched by how quickly you responded when I reached out to you. I was just like, oh, Lord, you love me. Like, I thought you were gonna want a whole, you know, email my yo, but you're so cool about it. You're like, no, let's do it. I'm like, what?
I mean, why not? Why not? Why not?
Right.
Mm.
Nah, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for coming through. I usually like to explain what this is all about, yeah, bro.
Yes.
You know, us being in the acting space, being in the acting industry, a lot of people don't understand how things work. I'm sure you get a lot of our own faggots on your side, right?
Of course, always.
So the whole idea is to sort of like educate people and sort of shed some light to Guti. How does the acting industry work? Because people most of the time they see the glamour side of things. You know, they don't know how intense this industry is. So you know, we basically want to educate, inform, and also celebrate your accolades so far. Because hey, superstar level is in the house.
Ah,
you know what I'm saying? So
smooth operator, smooth operator.
Not even, but it's a fact though. Come on, do you know how big it is to be the franchise? Not more than one season, in fact. Do you understand how big that is?
I receive it. I receive it. Thank you. I take it in.
Yeah. Shout out, I see my brothers in the house. What up, Flawless?
Hey, Sishe, how's it? Hey, Vincent.
Shout out to y'all, man, for coming through. Okay, so I want us to jump straight to it. So before anything else, you know, we know you're on screen, we know you're on TV, we know you're on billboards, you know, your face being everywhere and stuff. Come on. So, before we go any further, just wanted to take us through who Kamo is, you know, the person behind the actress, you know, who is she? Wakula P? How did this whole thing begin? You know? Yeah.
Okay. Well, my name is Kamo Molatlhoe. I saw you said Mola because I feel like you don't know how to say my full surname.
Listen, I'm trying to butcher your surname. I tried for now. I'm just like, hey, listen.
It's okay. A lot of people do that. It's fine. You kind of swagdified it a bit, but it's Molatlhoe. Yes, Molatlhoe.
Okay.
Born and bred in Johannesburg, originally from Soweto.
Ah.
Um, I'm a firstborn, first grandchild, first
Yeah.
graduate. Yeah,
Wow.
I take those things. It's a badge of honor to be a deputy parent, you
Wow.
know. I'm an actress and I'm a creative strategist, basically. To just sum it up, I'm a girl, I'm a Tswana girl, obviously. I'm somebody that is personable and I have an immense love and passion for the arts.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
That's me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love for the arts. I like that last part, how you close that off. Um, Born and bred in Joburg.
Yeah,
Have you ever been out of Joburg?
I have been, but it's only been for work, sometimes
Yeah.
leisure, but I have been outside Joburg. Very,
Yeah.
very, very privileged enough to travel around South Africa
Yeah.
and surrounding neighboring countries. I wish one day I'll go Peshea, but right now it's been here.
In Africa.
Yes.
That's dope. That is so dope. What do you prefer? Do you prefer Joburg more than the other places that you've been to?
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes I feel people that have moved to Joburg are very brave people,
Uh-huh.
very brave. And I'm one person where if I get an opportunity to leave Joburg, I take it with both hands.
Wow.
Because Joburg is a lot. Joburg is fast.
It is.
Everything is like this.
Yeah.
Walala wasala,
Yeah.
and growing up from a place of Walala wasala, you need a break,
It's
you
true.
know. So,
It's true.
yeah.
It's true.
Mm.
It's true. And sometimes I didn't grow up in Joburg. I only came to Joburg after high school.
How long
And
ago was that?
um crazy. It feels like just yesterday, right? But
Uh-huh.
look, I think it was what is it 8 years ago now? Because it was what 2016 when I moved here permanently.
You're a
26.
resident. Yeah, you're a
Yes,
resident.
but in my memory, it feels like it was just a year or two ago.
Uh-huh.
But I've been in Joburg since, because even people back home are like, I don't even come back home enough. Yeah,
Where's home? KZN. Let me
yeah.
guess. KZN.
Yeah.
Of course. Hey, Lunama KZN. You guys are within Joburg City of Gold.
I mean, hey, kwanyama kayipheli, so we're trying to get this nyama.
You want the
You know?
gold.
Yeah.
Come through, guys. Come through. You guys are dominating anyway, so come through.
Hey. Okay, so tell me, I hear you say you're a lover of arts and you've been enjoying. So I don't know, like, has acting or the arts always been a thing for you, or did you have eyes on other careers growing up?
I had two career choices growing up,
Yeah.
right? For me personally, it's either I wanted to be a chef or an actress.
Ah, she
Yeah.
cooked.
Yeah.
She like,
Apsh.
are you that dope?
You know what?
Listen.
I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but yes,
Yeah.
I can. I love cooking. I love eating good food, and I love also people eating good food as well. So yeah, but to my family,
Yeah.
I wanted to be a lawyer, a business lawyer.
What do you mean to your family?
To my
Was it the
family,
front?
I mean, they weren't really, welcoming to the whole acting thing. I mean, when in matric, I applied for law, and yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna get it. Oh yes, I applied to become a mechanical engineer, even though I knew that my maths marks weren't so great. But I applied for mechanical engineering and business law.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family, my granddad is the one that's taken care of me. He's been very strict.
Yeah.
He's the one person that wanted to shine. I'm like his trophy, right? So he wanted me to do like business law to take over the companies and stuff at home. But I went left. I went this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. That is so dope. It's funny how most creatives did science in school. Like that, it's so crazy.
I didn't do science, me. I didn't do science. My majors was drama.
The mechanical thing, how was that going to happen?
I did drama, I did geography, I did history.
Yeah.
Those were my main subjects. Me applying for mechanical engineering and business law was it's just a facade. It was like,
I see you. I see you.
yeah,
I see you.
I had
Okay,
to, you know, sometimes you have to play the parents,
it's
you know?
true though. Like some, you know, parents are interesting people. They want to see it before they believe
Yeah.
in it.
So I applied for all of those things they wanted me to apply for, and then I applied for drama
Yeah,
at Wits,
yeah.
and the only degree that accepted me was drama. So they didn't have a choice but to accept.
Ah, oh, I see what you did there. I see. That was slick. That was slick. Like I did apply. It's not like I didn't apply. I applied.
Hey,
Ah,
hey,
okay. Nah,
you
that's
have to.
that is
You have to
smart.
juta. You have to have your ways of jutering. You know, you can't just, just,
I feel. I feel.
no.
So, what year was this? When did Vets accept you?
I matriculated 2013,
Yeah.
and I started studying in 2014.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've never lived at home. So I went to a boarding school from grade one. And
Huh?
then, yeah. No, they loved me. They did love me. Don't say,
No.
did they love me? Please. A lot of people say, did they love you? They loved me so much.
Yeah.
Just disclaimer. They did love me a lot. Um, but straight from boarding school, I went straight to Brown.
Wow. Yeah, that's yo. You had to grow up fast then.
A lot.
You had to grow up. Damn, grade one. Yo, that's hectic.
Yo, it was so sad. I hated Sundays. You see, Metro FM,
Yeah.
I started easing up to Metro FM probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But Metro FM was always traumatizing because when you hear sounds and stuff like that, that means I have to go back to school. So, yeah, that was, I didn't like that.
Oh, crazy, crazy, great. But do you feel like that helped you in a way, like you having to grow up that fast? Was that beneficial or did it disadvantage you? What do you think it
I
did for you?
wouldn't have had it any other way,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't want my kids to go through it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Boarding school, it produces liars. It produces bomashaya shaya.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to lie to your parents
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
no, boarding
That's
school
true.
don't do it.
That is
You're
true.
surrounded by your friends 24/7. Do you know the influence?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I get you. I get you.
Mm-mm.
It's not the healthiest of spaces.
It's not, but
Yeah.
it's good for character building, definitely. For
Yeah.
other things, it's a no. I wouldn't take my kids to boarding school.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What did you succumb though, like to the pressure?
I mean, I was very popular,
Ooh.
very popular to a point where I was on the school bus, and yeah, I was very popular. I had fun,
Yeah.
and like I had fun at school. I had so much fun at school. I
What you mean you were on the bus, like you were your face
My
and stuff?
face,
Also,
yeah. So we had
something new to
so
you.
there was a time where our school was turning 100,
Yeah.
and it was a whole celebration, whatever. And I was in the school choir,
Yeah.
and they took a picture of me singing, and they blurred the people that were next to me, and I was the face of,
Ooh.
and they placed it all over the school bus, and you could only see my face. So
Yeah.
it was destined for me to be in the
Right.
limelight.
Like little crumbs of signs. Like, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she sings as well. That's interesting.
Hey, but I was kicked out. But now I sing. Now this year you guys will hear me singing.
Is
Definitely.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Proper.
But are we releasing music? What's the level?
I am releasing music this year.
Yeah.
I think you guys you'll see me becoming a musician. Let me not say a musician.
Yeah.
Let me just say that I'm exploring my creativity.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't want to be. I'm an artist being a creative. I'm a creative being an artist. Yeah.
Aha. Aha.
Yeah.
I get you. It's so diplomatic.
Not
Yeah.
even, but it is the truth. You know, like when you go to school, you do singing, you do dance, you do acting, you do music. There's no way to separated,
Yeah.
you know. It's just a matter of like, do you want to do all of them or do you want to focus on one? And I don't ever want to be a person that is boxed to say that, okay, Kamo is an actress and that's all she does.
Yeah.
So I think even when people will hear my sound, they'll be shocked that this is how I sound, you know,
Huh.
because I also shocked myself. Pella, after being kicked out of the choir, I never sang again until like recently when I started actually putting in the work, and I shocked myself. I shocked my
Yeah.
sound a lot, but I do feel like people will be like,
Yeah. Okay, now I'm
okay.
getting really excited to hear this now. Like, I'm getting really excited to hear
You
this.
should.
Wait, I'm like kicked out now. Kicked? What? Why? What was the reason? Do you know why they kicked you out? What happened? Not the side.
Eish. You
What?
know, boarding school, you lie a lot, you bunk, and my choir conductor was like my RE teacher, my religion teacher.
Mm.
And there was a time me and my friends bunked a class and we
Hey.
were found in a dungeon. So that dungeon at school was a dungeon that had cleaning materials.
Yeah.
So at that time, it was 090909,
Yeah.
right? So when we got busted, my friend was like, so my school was very religious. It's a Catholic
Oh,
school, very religious,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So when we got busted for banking, my friend was like, "No, it's Devil's Day, 666, 666, 666. If you turn it around." And I didn't even know about the Illuminati and the 666 and the 999 and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That when she found out, she was just like, "I can't have kids diluting other kids with satanism." So
Yeah.
I got kicked out. But
Wait.
that wasn't true. We were just banking. My friend just became creative.
What say le was scared, Lord.
Gakulu. Can I tell you, if I'm being honest, between me and you
Yeah.
and whoever is watching, but that's when I experienced benzene.
Really? You? Damn.
I promise you, I had like my white sock and it would be like, it was bad. It was horrible.
Crazy. I'm shook. I am so shook. The way you look so innocent.
I
The way
am
you.
innocent. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you even mean?
You okay? You were
It
going
was
to your face.
That's why I say I would never take my kids to boarding school because I know what I went up to. So no,
Damn. Damn. And I was
no.
about to say, I was about to say this, like, I think, like, who's him? I was even looking at your pictures, your headshots. Like, you have such an innocent face, right?
Yes.
You know, tiny eyes, and it looks so young. Yeah, but I was looking at the close up and stuff. Uthi, you literally look so innocent, and I think you. I'm not sure how you feel about it now because I think you played it go Rhythm City, but the way your face looks so young and innocent. Yeah, but don't you get typecast as well, like in terms of playing the good girl, the high school like times and
Yeah, but also with Bettina, it was Bettina and Bunke on the
yeah,
wife.
yeah,
They kind of gave me a platform to say that okay, she's actually quite older. I have been typecast a lot, but
yeah,
now people are accepting that I'm actually older and I can play older roles.
yeah.
But I feel like with the friskiness, people want to take a chance, and I feel like I'm not ready for it yet.
Uh,
But I do think that I've come a long way not to be typecast like that.
mm, mm, mm.
But it does take a lot of convincing to say that I'm not that schoolgirl you guys know me from that other show and that other show because I played a schoolgirl twice,
Yeah.
right? And it sometimes sucks that people still stick to those two roles and be like, no, she looks young, she's a kid. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I just turned 30 this year. I guess, it's a compliment to be like, I can still play a young
Yeah.
girl, you know,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
some growth has to happen.
Yeah. 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 Do you prefer though? Like, do you prefer? Do you have a preference of roles that you want to play, or you want to play everything?
In South Africa, you don't have a choice. You can't have a preference.
Right.
I feel like the way the industry is set up, you grab any kind of opportunity you can get. Whether you're a young kid, you're an older person, you just try and make it work.
Yeah.
I feel like in SA, actors don't have the privilege to choose what kind of roles they want to enter into.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is so true on so many levels. Okay, wait. I want to circle back, right? I want to circle back because I love how this is going. It's going the way it should go, right? it's just it's just flowing. But I want to
Yeah.
circle back. Can you take me to when was your first role? Like when your first, be it a feature or whatever. When was your first on screen um yeah, when did you get your first screen time? Be it a major one or a little one. Do you remember when that was?
I do. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So honored and privileged and so happy and excited.
Yeah.
So when I was studying, I made sure from third year I start working.
Yeah.
I start utilizing my network.
Yeah.
That there was a show on SABC1 called Bonaretsang. And Bonaretsang had their own segments of a series. So I
Uh-huh.
was part of a 2-minute series of a girl in from KZN. I don't know how I mastered it, but I did master the accent of being a girl from Newcastle. It was
Really?
called, yeah, the show was called Living Positive. So
Yeah.
it was a girl who was 18
Okay.
who just lost her virginity and she's now diagnosed with HIV.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I played. So my first character, her name was Gugu.
Yeah.
She was from Newcastle,
Yeah.
and I just winged that Zulu accent. I had a friend
Yeah.
in varsity that would translate for me
Uh,
and would help me with the dialect. So
yeah.
for me as an actress, if you're gonna say that, hey Kamo, I want you to be a vendor woman, I will be friends with a vendor person that will translate and help me do the dialect properly just to get the role.
Yeah.
You know, and for me it's like bazobona phambili ukuthi she's actually not what she said she was, but
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fact that she can work towards it,
Yeah.
she can put in the effort to make it work,
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
That's, yeah, but my first role was Gugu
Yeah.
on Living Positive
Yeah.
on a show called Bonaretsang on SABC1. I was 21 when I got
Wow.
that role.
Wow. That was very.
I was doing my third
Yeah.
year in varsity,
Yeah.
and for me that was really nice because I got paid every 4 episodes. So as a student, it was really nice getting paid,
Yeah.
not depending on my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, dope. That is so dope. Wow. Every 4 episodes. How many episodes did it have?
They had 26 episodes. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, they had 26 episodes.
That's a
So
series, bro.
yeah, when I look at the money now, it's just like, but
You know,
then it's just like, you know
cost
what?
inflation.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, and also things were not that expensive back then. So, like,
What do you mean back then? Why are you saying it as if like now we're much older?
no,
What do you mean back
no,
then?
no. I mean, like as the years progress, things are
Oh,
getting
definitely.
things are
Because
getting
now I'm older. I
like
have,
yeah,
yeah, there's a car, there's a bond, there's
yeah,
black tag. So when you're a student, you never really think of those
yeah,
things, it's just you sustaining yourself. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yo, you were balling, most.
I mean, I was a cheese nana when I started working while studying,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shy away from it. I'll own it.
Yeah.
I'll own it.
Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you for sure. I'm with you for sure. What about agents? You have an agent now, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So when did that happen? Did you and when did you learn about the importance of an agent?
I mean, in varsity they did in our final
Yeah.
year, um, they do have this thing where for our final performances they invite agents that
Ah.
can scout you.
Yeah.
So I was scouted by thespians. I don't know if you know
Yes.
thespians.
Since I've heard of them. Yes.
Yeah, I was scouted by
Yeah.
thespians, and yeah, but when I was when I graduated, I didn't go straight into acting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go straight into acting. I was very lucky enough to get a job at Mobango. I was a cast coordinator.
Uh-huh.
They hadn't had anybody doing casting for them at that time in 2017.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did their casting for them. And also that year was a big year for them because it was I think their 20th season. And at that time they had to bring new characters in, new
Yeah.
performers in, and I
Uh,
was part of that journey. So that was my first job after graduating.
nice.
Yeah, I was a cast coordinator, casting director. Yeah.
Dope, dope. Okay, cool. So you've been in the feet of a casting director.
Definitely. Yeah.
Tell
I
her.
was the
Yeah.
casting director for a show called Ngobile. It was on Mzansi for a while. It was a 26 episode, and then my biggest casting gig was The Wife.
Ah, you did that.
Yeah, I did the casting for season 1, season 2, season 3, and then when season 3 had to commence, that's when I got Upetina.
Oh, oh, so they had to get someone else.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
but that is such a big deal. Though. Are you serious?
I promise you.
That's crazy. Wow, that is wild. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Since you've been in the feet of a cat, what do these people want from us? Can you tell us?
To
Like,
be honest,
when you want? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's not up to casting directors. At the end of the day, it's actually channel,
yeah,
hey? Channel are the ones that have the final say of who they want.
yeah,
They can even tell you that, hey, please interview this type of person, where I would have to DM somebody and be like, hey,
yeah,
channel wants to see you. Can I have you on tape for so and so role?
yeah,
But I feel like it's never up to the casting director unless things have
yeah,
changed. But the director can only put forward the people that he or she thinks is fit for the role, and then obviously the producer, the creative producer, and the channel will have to decide. Sometimes it's not even up to the production company to decide who. It's the channel at the end of the day. So if I'm casting for
yeah.
multi-choice, it's the commissioning editors that will say, I actually don't like this person. Actually, I know somebody. Please contact somebody like this.
Aha.
So it's very
Yeah,
tricky. The industry is very tricky. It's not what people think it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, so then like, but what now? What tools? Like, how can you equip someone who, for them to even get to the point where you suggest them to the channel to say, okay, these are the people that I'm happy with. What do you think about them?
Well,
Like,
right
what take,
now,
yeah,
uh,
to impress
sorry to
a
interject you.
director?
Sorry to interject. Please finish your
Yeah,
point. Sorry.
I was saying, I was saying, good team. What does it take to impress a casting director for them to even shortlist you as one of the people that they'll submit to channel?
I'll speak for myself,
Yeah,
right? I won't speak for other casting directors or commissioning editors.
yeah,
But for me, I consume a lot of South African content,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
I'll watch all of your soapies, I'll watch all of your telenovelas, and you see new talent, you see talent that's been there, and then when you read a script, you're like, actually, this person, I saw somebody like this that can actually fit this role, you
uh,
know.
yeah,
And I go to that person's Instagram. I stalk people a lot,
yeah,
right? I stalk people a lot to see, because sometimes your personality comes out from how your Instagram page looks like, how your at that time TikTok wasn't a real thing, but it's completely shifted right now, where it's just like about visibility, how visible you are.
mm,
um, so how I used to cast people, I feel like it's completely different right now.
yeah,
You know, um, it's yeah, right. It's very tricky because now I don't feel like it's solely based on your talent. It's about how visible you are
yeah.
and how much you can bring. Like it's like people count the coins of what can you bring to the
Yes,
table. You
yes.
know, it's no longer about no, this person is capable. I don't know. It's like this industry is very tricky, bruh. Like, I don't even know what to say to other people.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, you said a mouthful. That what you said just now is very profound as well, and it's informative because you touched on how what you bring to the table, and I have a follow-up question for that. Two follow-up questions actually.
Uh-huh.
One being when you stalk someone, because you used to stalk the person's IG, right? There are you looking for who they are outside the acting? Are you looking for who they are, like Ubiena? Like for example, are you looking at Aramis, or are you looking for work that they've done prior?
For me, I look at what you've done prior
Yeah,
and your personality, because I feel like character is the main thing,
yeah,
right? So for me, if I'm gonna look at when you get a character bio,
yeah,
you get people's
yeah,
traits, right? They'll tell you about the traits of the character. They'll tell you about their personality. They
yeah,
tell you about their flaws, their highs and the lows,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And just by seeing what this person portrays,
yeah.
do they have the capability to fulfill this character bio?
Ah,
That's what I saw, right? So I'm not stalking you to see what you posting. I'm trying to see the kind of person you are, because at the end of the day I want to see, are you adaptable, you know?
mm,
And also, will this space that I'm going to bring you into something that you can handle?
yeah,
So for me it was never about, because you've got so many followers, I think we should recommend this person. No.
ah,
It's about, first of all, I already know that you're talented because I've seen your work. But
yes,
are you adaptable to this environment? Are you adaptable to the role? Because at the end of the day, with the role, you don't just you don't just come like this and say, I'm gonna do it. You bring some kind of you into a
yeah,
character, right?
yeah,
So you want to see that kind of personality, like what kind of things can you foresee this person bringing into the character, you know?
yeah.
So yeah. Mm.
Can you take that last part again? Ike yathi ukubhafara lapho.
What what part did you
That,
miss?
that last part, that just last line there, qeda uyiqedela manje.
I was just saying, Uguti, sometimes you just want to see a person's personality, if they can adapt to the role, if they can adapt to the
Yeah,
environment. Because at the end of the day, you're not just going to be the character. Like, I don't know how to put it. At some point, you have to bring a bit of
yeah,
you into the
yes,
character,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And I feel like energy is everything. So
Ah,
I don't check you out for, I mean, I already know you're talented, but I don't check you out to see if you can do the job. I check you out to see if you can, if a bit of you can complement the character that you're going to be
mhm.
playing, because I don't want it to be too hard for you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's the kind of person I
Ha,
am.
that is so interesting. That is
Yeah,
so
that's
interesting.
how I would cast,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Ha, okay, okay, got you. And this is crazy for me because I'm talking to you right now, and you are so decorated. Let me put it like that. You are so decorated. Like you, you know so much. Let me tell you why I say that. Like, I didn't know you used to be a casting director as well. Yeah, well, so knowing what a casting director does, like the spaces they get into, involved in the decisions and stuff, and also you've also been a lead in a couple of shows, yeah, Bob. And for me, what stands out is your humility. You know how humble you are, and I want to share this with you because I remember when I came to Bettina Way too, there's a way you received me which made me feel home. I never told you this, but I'm telling you this now, Uguti. That was so dope. I want to say shout out to you because remember, you're the face of the show, you know? So whether you know it or not, when people come to a show, you somehow intimidate them. It's like, it's her. You know, Usngai, Usngai, Usngai is here, you know? So in some environments, someone who's like that will be on some, if you're new, I don't know you, I don't mess with you type of vibe. But you were so welcoming. I remember you welcomed me with a smile and you like you had a chat with me. You asked me, okay, oh you and Sakota Petungati, we've met before, and I'm just like, oh wow, she acknowledges me,
Yeah.
and that helped me feel at home, and I was able to play with you, Umasin, as well, because I was just like, okay, cool, she's cool people, and it helped me let go of the tenseness of me being in a new space, yeah, bro. So, I don't know if you do that in what's in. Angazi noma usukunakile wenza lento, or it's just who you are, or yeah, but I wanted to say kudos to you for that,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
shout out, shout out. You're cool people. You're cool people. Okay, back to the Shandis, right? Um, your first Shandis was you were on your third year, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I want you to take me through how um you got your first leading role. What was the space before you got was it immediately after? Because some people have smooth journeys, like it's just one after the other, and then some others they have to wait before. So I want to know, before you got your next leading role, how long did it take? Did you have to do a couple of smaller roles before then,
I
or what
did.
was
Bettina was my biggest role ever, right? And it's a role that I've always wanted to play.
Yeah,
I love comedy, and I feel like I have comedic timing, right?
me too. Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Um, but before Bettina, I was on The Wife,
Uh-huh.
and The Wife was my toughest job ever. I
Mm.
don't want to lie.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, yo, can I just start acting now? Because yo, this behind the scenes, it's chowing me like this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I kept praying about it. And what's nice about the industry, or I don't know if it's nice or what, but the character trait that I took from varsity till now is being referable.
Mm.
That's the only way you'll get a job. You have to be referable. You have to be top of mind, because me even getting the audition was somebody saying, "Hey, I think I know somebody who can actually fit this role." Right?
Mm.
It was a
Yeah.
referral. I didn't get it via an agent. At
Wow.
that time, I didn't even have an
Yeah.
agent, but it was a referable, and it was something that I kept praying about to say, "Yo, Mudimu,
Yeah.
can my name be spoken in rooms I'd never think it would be spoken into?
Yeah.
Can I really did manifest. I did really pray about it to say that, can I have like a role that will showcase my talent, especially in the comedy sphere?"
Yeah.
And Bettina came through. And funny enough, I did audition for Bettina the first season, but I didn't get
Yeah.
through. But I continued with my life, and I'm like, yo, if I can get a show like that, if
Yeah.
I can get like a That's So Raven type of show where I can just be comedic and play, I'll be so grateful. Mudimu, I'll never forget you. And it happened.
Yeah.
It happened. Like,
Yes,
even for
sir.
my screen test, my audition, I was so nervous, because even how the people that were screening me, they were very technical. They would say, okay, please give us 80% emotion, 20% this, 10% that. They made it seem as if it was like
Yeah.
scientific. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that kind of casting, because it kind of pushed me to say, are you really skilled, or you just talented?
Yeah.
So I wanted to show that I'm skilled and talented. So me getting my first lead role wasn't a walk in the park at all. I had
Yeah.
to really prove it. At the end of the day, it's called showbiz. So I had to show up. I had to show that I'm capable. I had to show that I can do it. I had to show biz. I had to
Yeah.
show my business. You know what I mean? So I had
Yes, sir.
to
Yes, sir. Nah,
show. It's showbiz, right?
it
You
is.
must show that you
It
can
is.
do it. So I had to show that I
Yeah.
could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that is so great. Showbiz. That's like a thumbnail for me. That's like highlight showbiz, because you say that jokingly, but it is so true, because sometimes you don't, if you don't show someone, because sometimes you don't even look like you can, right? You don't even look like a gangster. Maybe you look too innocent to play a certain role. Maybe you look too rough, and there's a lot of things that we have to show and show up in to show that you can actually, portray that role. And for me, Shane, yazi, I like comedy, man, but I don't hate it. Ngiyayisaba.
Of
Because,
course.
hey, comedy, guys, the thing about acting is I understand the whole team, especially comedy, like good comedy. It's when the character's funny, it's not because they're trying to be funny. You understand? It's just them being them. So
Yeah.
there's a thin line. There's a thin line which you do it flawlessly. Like I crack up watching us scenes. I'm like, this girl is phenomenal. This girl is phenomenal because you do it so flawlessly. Go Petit. I'm just like, yo, Petit, I looked ridiculous. And you were she was authentically being her. She wasn't trying to be there. Like that was just her being in her
Yeah.
element. Like I'm in my bag. Then this is and her being in her bag was so funny. So for me, that's the thing that I'm just like, yo, that thing is it's easy to go left.
Yeah.
It's easy to go left. It's a fun challenge, but comedy. But I like the I like that you
We
were
like
specific.
drama.
Yeah,
No, South Africans love
I feel
drama. They love
like drama's easier. Like
they
it's
like the angry emotions, the emotional,
yes. Can I
the
be
sad.
aggressive? Can I be
You don't want to be a fool. And for me, I strive in being a fool. I enjoy being a fool.
yeah.
I enjoy playing that. Sometimes I even surprise myself when I look at myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I doing?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
actually a thing of like, you were having fun,
Yeah.
Kamo. It's not
Yes.
that deep. You were
Yes.
playing. Like,
Yes.
your character's like this, and you must just play with it.
Yeah. 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 Yo, but I'll keep saying that you do that so flawlessly because it's not an easy thing to do.
Mm.
It is so not it's so not easy doing. Like a comedy is one of the yeah, but especially in Mzansi, there's not a lot of ngizothini, like excellent portrayals of it. Uyabo. So
Because we don't
Shane,
have comedy shows.
right?
We don't have comedy
Do you
shows.
think the writers are also scared to write them?
That's a difficult one.
Right?
Um, I feel like in South Africa, we still way behind. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
And Bettina was a step forward to comedy because it's not even South African. It was a risk, that the producers
Ah,
took. Um, because if I were to ask you which comedian actor or actors do you know, you'll probably call in comedians, and comedians are not actors.
yes.
You know, I also feel like as South African actors, we play too safe because we've never had a platform to just be silly.
Mm,
Or because we're so used to the dramas and the passion and everything that it's hard to be silly. You feel
yeah.
stupid, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, I feel like actors do need to take the punch and be like, it's okay to be stupid. You don't have to act funny, just instinct. Just be you, because that's what will help. I
Yeah.
don't know if you have to have a sense of humor to play comedy, but I don't know if you have to have some kind of sense of humor, but I feel like we need to let go of a lot of things. We always have drama
Yeah.
and sad and
Yeah.
tragedy. We don't have comedy because if I can ask you right now, what comedy show do we have currently playing
Right?
right now? What comedy show do we have currently?
No, there's literally none. There's literally none.
I'm a comedic
Yeah.
actress, so maybe that's why I, I'm not. Let me not say maybe that's why, but I mean, I haven't acted in anything since
Yeah.
Bettina. you know,
Yeah.
and that's the sad reality about the industry. I don't know. Ish, I don't want to be emotional about the industry, but sometimes it does get me emotional that
Mm.
there's so few opportunities for actors to just explore. Maybe as actors we haven't gotten opportunities to do comedy because there aren't any shows that do comedy.
Mm. Yo, that's a deep one, man. It's a deep one. It triggers your sense of thoughts, yeah, well, because now that you mentioned it, I think about. Do you think there could be more? There could be more comedy actors who also are like crying for that opportunity, and it's just not coming.
I think it's not even comedic actors, it's just actors as a whole.
Yeah.
Everybody is praying to have a telenovela or a soapy for sustainability issues, for sustainability
Mm.
reasons. But this industry, especially now, especially this year, for me, I'm feeling it this year where it's more like survival of the fittest, but who survives? You know, you're trying to get into a soapy, you're trying to get into a telenovela for sustainability, otherwise you fucked.
Hey,
Sorry for my language, but you fucked. As an artist right now, I feel like we all, as an actor, we all fucked.
you're spitting facts, man. It's a crazy and sad reality, right?
It
Um,
doesn't love us as much as we love it.
hey, hey, you're spitting bars now. You're dropping bars. You're dropping bars. It's true, man. It's so true. I don't. Okay, my phone's tripping. It's telling me about things. Can I just quickly go get a charging thingy quickly?
Well, I'm staying with the people here alone.
Yeah. I'm coming. Give me 10 seconds.
Okay.
Give me 10 seconds.
Mm. Oh, for awkward. Hello, everybody. My name is Kamo. Thank you for being with us. Sometimes we need to talk about these things. The reality of television in South Africa, I still haven't grasped it. This company, I still don't understand it. I don't know anything about it. I'm still learning. Every single month is a new month. It's a new lesson. So I don't know. Yeah.
Uh,
You back.
I I
Like you never
come
left.
back.
Yeah. Back like umkolo.
Back like umhlane, back like umbaka. I hope I didn't
Yeah.
take too long.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. I was having this conversation with Six last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usikelelwa.
Yeah.
And we were just having a discussion, Oguti. Do you think maybe when we see such, I'm not sure, maybe like the funders are not like up to the vision and stuff, but I'm just thinking, Oguti, when you see such things, maybe it's a call like to us, right? To what if, as much as we are in the front of the screen, maybe we need to be on the creating side of things, you know, so that we can somehow suggest these things and maybe write them if it means writing and push for them. Do you think it's a presentation thing which is not being presented, or maybe the funders or the channels are not on that vision?
I think there's two sides to it, right?
Yeah.
There's a side where right now television is not how it used to be, where you need to sell something.
Mm.
If you're not sellable,
Ooh.
you can't be part of the team.
Hey.
And then there's also another side of it where you have to be a smart creative, right? But now the downside of being a smart creative is that ukhuluma kakhulu, uyazi too much,
Hey.
that there's no balance. And I think it's showing, the cracks are showing in the industry where if you know too much, nobody wants to be associated with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're too sellable, you become too exploited and too overused. So it's almost like, where do you stand?
Hey.
Because now we're in a digital era. Like for me, I don't want to lie, I had to adjust. My following, right, is predominantly from traditional media, where people would see me on television, people would hear me on their radios, and that's it. Now, because we're in a digital era and there's TikTok and there's what, I need to now appease or entertain the digital side for me to get the TV side.
Yeah.
And the digital side is quite difficult because the digital side shows your environment, shows your place, shows where you go to, where you socialize, who your friends are, who your family is. And for the longest time in the industry, you don't know this person is friends with this person. You don't know how this person's house looks like. You don't know how this person cooks or what kind of pots they have. But because if you want to be authentic, you need to show yourself. And it's like, for the actors and creators, that's what you're trying to hide from. That's why you hide behind characters, because I don't want you to know me. I want you to know the person that I'm portraying. So it's also like, it's very difficult that as traditional actors, we have to adjust to the digital side of it and how we selling ourselves and promoting ourselves and marketing ourselves. That's what I'm saying. How I got into the industry is completely different to the next person that's going to get into the industry.
Facts.
Because right now, people are going to check your Instagram, they're going to check your Twitter, your not Twitter, TikTok. They check your TikTok. Now, if you also don't have a digital footprint, you fucked, because like, we don't know anything about this person. That means this person is the new kid on the block, but you don't know anything about this person. But the people selling the show, the commissioning editors, the producers, they want to know if you can actually sell a show. And you can only sell a show if people actually like you.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, it's a risk. Now it's like we're opening new talent, but it's not really opening new talent. It's how it should be. But because this person is not on any digital footprint, as a production company, you feel like you made that person, because now you're pushing the PR, you're pushing the what. It's like, now you made that star.
Hey, you know what you're talking about is so, it's a sour truth, right? It's a sour truth. And I think someone was asking the same question here in the comments. I saw a comment like that. Someone was asking, what do followers matter now when it comes to casting?
Mawa Dusapo, right?
Malwandi,
Say that. Why do followers matter now when it comes to casting? For me, it's not. For me, my experience was, it's not me. It's my seniors. It's the decision makers. I would love to go to halls, community halls, and host auditions and find new talent. I was that person that liked to find new talent, to find new people, people that can add on to the industry. But it's also, I do have this thing where, I don't know if it's a bad thing, where it's just like, it sucks adding new people into the industry when there's already a backlog of how the current people in the industry are treated. So now we're pushing everybody, and it's a backlog. Now everybody's suffering because we didn't solve this hurdle. Now everybody's pushed on. that I feel like there's a huge backlog in the industry, where some things are not addressed, some things are not
Yeah.
done, and we still, and right now the pool of new actors is slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so slow. And if you are getting new actors, you're exploiting them because they're not getting
Yeah.
the rate that they deserve. Because also they don't know better.
Yeah.
They just want to be on TV,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But what would suck is that you see yourself on TV, but you
Hey,
broke.
a lot of that happening. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like, what's happening in the industry?
Yeah.
You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody
Nobody
can
knows.
tell you a other than to say that the government needs to sign the bill of getting royalties and whatever. But nobody knows what's actually happening. Like, how are people getting casted? How can I get into the industry? If somebody somebody was asking me, I went to an event the other day and somebody said, Kamo, how do I get into the industry?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ish.
I don't know. Because I myself, I'm not in the industry anymore. It's just that, my work has spoken for itself that I am known to be somebody in the industry, but I don't know anything about it right now. I don't know what's happening behind closed doors. I don't know how to bring somebody in to say, hey, I know somebody talented. Can we bring this person into the show maybe for a camp? I'm out of
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah. And that is so crazy. And it's so awakening as well to hear that from someone who's been in the industry so long, for you to say that, right?
I'm out of
To say that,
touch. I don't know what's happening.
right? That's the crazy thing about it, though. That's the crazy thing about it, that it's a tricky thing because it's changing so much. Like, ooh, I think I was watching something on YouTube when Denzel was talking about, was it Denzel? I'm not sure it was Denzel or some other Black American actor who was talking about how that thing you were talking about with him, how actors, I think it was Will Smith, how actors got into the acting industry back then and how things work now are so different. So it makes it hard for you to like give solid advice and say, hey, um,
Do
I'm,
this, do that, talk to
you know
this
what I mean?
person, go through this. It's not the
Not the
same.
same.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. If somebody were to ask me again, how do I get into the industry? To be honest, I don't know. Because you can study for 3 years, study for 4 years, get your honors in drama, and still not get hired.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can get into it, because even if you were to network, you can network as much as you want, right? Be in the right spaces. But how you finesse is up to you.
Yeah.
But it's you don't know if people want the talent or they want the personality or I don't know, because you can have a sucky personality,
Yeah.
you can have a fucked up personality, but be talented as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But people won't hire you based on your personality.
Right.
I don't know how it works.
That's crazy because now basically what you're saying is there's so many factors to it, right? That contribute, which it's wild now because now you can't necessarily say if you work on all these, right? It's guaranteed.
Sorry, let me challenge you.
Yeah.
Name 5 new actors this year.
This
New actors, upcoming new artists this year. Actors
just this year alone.
this year. Upcoming new artists where you feel like this is a rising star this year. 5.
Yeah, no. I can't think of even one. That's a funny thing. Like the faces I've seen are faces I've seen before. Right, right. Wild, wild, wild.
Because even if you were to get new artists,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
We don't have sustainable shows.
yeah.
Shows will come to an end after 26 episodes. shows will come to an end after 52 episodes, and that person will still have to try again.
Ish.
And sometimes you won't be cast because it's like, no, I remember you from this show.
Yeah.
So how do you get into the industry? How?
Hey. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey. Yabona Kamo Molatlhoe. You're definitely got some deep issues right here, because I actually wanted to talk about that as well. Good team. The sad reality is what you're talking about right now, because um, it's an issue that's been around for a while. But hey, Lorraine, I see Lorraine is in the house. Shout out to Lorraine. um, it is such a crazy thing, because in essay, right? I always say it's not like Hollywood, where in Hollywood, from one show, an actor can be sorted for the next 2-3 years. Here, it's a situation of mostly at times you are living from check to check. Like even when you are on a show, the bag is not that it's not that nice for you to say, okay, no, after this show I can chill and say, nah, let me relax. I'll see the industry after a while.
I mean, I saw it firsthand, right?
Yeah.
With Rhythm City.
Yeah.
Rhythm City was running for 13 years, right?
Crazy.
You had people acting on it for over 10 years. You know, you think that you are fine.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Hey.
Gone. Also, how we have very limited soapies. And that's what I'm like, what I said in the beginning is what I'm going to say now.
Yeah.
Actors right now are gunning for soapies, are gunning for telenovelas, for sustainability.
Yeah.
Will you be able to sustain your life? Will you be able to sustain your lifestyle without a telenovela? It's not possible unless you're multifaceted and doing other things.
Yeah.
And for me, right now, when somebody says, how can I get into television?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but I always say that you must have a sustainable job.
Hey.
You must have another source of income that's coming every single month, because acting right now will not sustain you. There was a time where I had lunch with Memo Khadi. She played my aunt on Bettina, and Aubrey Bue. Is it Boo or Bue? He's currently on Generations. And for me, I was like, how did you guys do it for so long?
Yeah.
How did you guys maintain being sustainable in the industry for so long? And like, besides them, most of the artists, veterans, legends, they've lost stuff that they've worked so hard for.
Yeah.
And they have to regain it again. People have lost cars, people have lost homes, people have lost a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that I'm passionate about the industry and not being sustainable. So for me, it sucks because I have an honors degree in drama, but I'm currently not working as an actress. I'm currently not working in anything drama related.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, sometimes I look at my family that paid my school fees in varsity and I'm like, guys, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But it's just like, okay, fine, but we spend so much money on you studying this thing, and what's the return? You know, I've had, and I'm being honest here, I've had times where I've been threatened that my car would be taken away. And it's just like, damn, because I was in a soapy, because I was in a telenovela, I was comfortable, but the fact that it's not sustainable and it doesn't last forever, I need to move on to other things. But luckily enough, I come from a background of behind the scenes, that you realize that in front it's not what it looks like, because you can get artists, actors looking so good, looking so expensive, but they've got so much debt.
Yo, right.
Those people are going through the most, but because it's show business, you must show up. You must show like you've got no problems. You must show like you well off in your life. And that time you're going through the most. That I don't know. I know maybe what you trying to encourage people to get into the industry. For me, I'm just like, guys, it's a risk.
No, not even.
It's a risk.
You know what? It's not even a situation of encouraging, but it's an informant, and I like that you like delved deep into the hectic stuff, because I feel like if you say you want to be an actor, you need to know that this is what it comes with, right? This is the
I
dark
feel like you
side.
need money.
Yeah,
Like you see, our passion,
yeah,
our talent is very
yeah,
expensive. It's very expensive to maintain
yep,
because you trying to be in character, eating right, looking good, that's money.
yep, yep,
You
yep,
know,
yep,
um, being present, it's money.
yeah,
If you invited to shows, you must pay for your transport, pay for your hair, makeup, clothes. Okay, you don't have to have makeup and hair and whatever, but you need your clothes right. You need to look
yeah,
good all the time.
yeah,
That's money. And
yep.
when you appear, you're not getting paid to appear.
Mm.
And if you do want to get paid to appear, you see, you are deemed as difficult to be like, I can't show up because I need to pay for a makeup artist. I need to. They're like, too much.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
too much.
yeah,
So what do
yeah.
you do?
Right, right. Now that's crazy, fam, because hey, I like this. I like this because I feel like and you said it right. You do need to have, and I always try to tell
I,
people this routine.
I need to put you on pause. I'm so sorry to do this, right?
No problem.
But I have to put you on pause. I need to go to the bathroom quickly, and I'm gonna do it very
No
fast.
problem. No
I don't
problem.
know if I should please play some background music or something, but I'll be very fast.
Decide, decide. Um, man, like I was just saying, right, while we wait for her, I always try to tell people this routine. The industry is fun and all, yeah, but however, I would advise you, if you want to come in, if you want to become an actor or do anything in the acting industry, that you need to have more than one stream of income, because um like what she said a lot, right? You need to be sustainable, yeah, well, because there are situations where you'll find yourself having to do certain things and say yes to certain things. Like, for example, let's talk about rates. What is your rate, right? It is difficult for you to negotiate and stand on business if you are hungry. You know, a producer or someone can come to you and say, no, listen, we're offering you this much. And as far as the budget is concerned, we can't. And when you're saying this is not my rate, you face a situation of someone saying, we can't go higher than that. If not, then we'll have to hire someone else. And you end up settling because you don't have anything. Yabo Kanti, if you are established, if you have other means of income, you're not necessarily a victim to such situations, because if you buy, it's fine. I'm not dependent on it alone. Yabo. Welcome back. Welcome back, ma'am. You really were quick. I didn't expect you to be this quick. You were quick.
I was quick. I was
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, yeah. But I was just saying, Wuti, I always try to, like, when people ask me, Wuti, what can I do? I always say it is advisable for you to have more than one stream of income. Yeah, well, if you must start a business, start a business. If you must use your being on screen to start something, do it, fam. Do it, because it'll help you in the long run. Like, finally, negotiate a bit. Someone will tell you, Wuti, we're offering you this, and you find yourself accepting certain things because it's all that's on the table. You know, you can't necessarily stand on business because you're like, Ish, if I say no, they'll replace me. Yeah, but and like you said, we can't fix certain things if there's people who are willing to say, I'll take anything. Yeah, but we need to be at a place where we're saying as artists, okay, fine. If this is the standard, we're not dropping it. I'm
Yeah.
not scared of Uguti. If I say no, so and so will say yes, and then now I'm hungry now. I don't have anything on my table. Yeah, but we need to have situations where you're like, okay, it's fine. It's standard city. If you go below the
You put
standard,
your pride
yeah,
aside, and
yeah,
for at what cost?
right. At what cost? At what cost? So listen to me and write this note very. If you take anything from this life, um, it's fun. It's nice. We enjoy it. We get to play, but um, be sustainable. Be self-sufficient. Don't be dependent on it
Yeah.
solely, because we've seen so many stories. Even now, people coming out, legends we've looked up to for so long, and you're surprised to say that person is broke. You know, they need financial assistance. Why? You know, why is that an issue? Why is that a thing?
I
It's
think
these things that we're talking.
I'm so sorry to interject, but it's a perception thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like showbiz is a perception game,
yep,
right?
yeah,
Where you look like you're well off, but going through the most,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes you look good and you're not going through the most.
Yes,
But if you're not in a telenovela or soapy, you have to be very multifaceted
yes,
because you know
yes.
that you're not getting a sustainable income from acting.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's what sucks because now whatever you try, it's just like aswena ole actang ko
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know, because sometimes I do feel like, and I don't want to lie to you, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Sometimes I do regret being in the industry first.
Mm, mm.
You know,
Yeah,
sometimes I wish I wasn't known
yeah.
because there was a time I was caparing my cousin, go to taxi, and my cousin was like, "Oh, driver nampotsa gore a sena ngwanyana lo ngwana brakop," and I'm like, yo. Even if I were to be my brokest of the brokest, I can't take a taxi. And
Right.
sometimes it's just like, I wish I could because chelete ya
Yeah,
shorta. But
yeah,
I can't,
yeah,
right? It's a perception game. I need to have this perception of like, I'm okay, guys. I'm
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I ke a e etsa tšhelete ko TV and a o e etse tšhelete. Tšhelete eo ya fela.
Yeah,
You
fella.
know, when you look
Yeah,
at Bomam Nandi, right? Bomam Nandi have been in the industry for such a long time
yeah,
that some people can throw shade and be like, how she broke right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like, ma'am, we don't have pension funds, we don't
yeah,
have retirement funds. Even and we like all of you guys, we pay 25% tax,
yeah,
but we still won't be seen as taxpayers,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Mara re mone ko TV mabane motho ana tšhelete le
yeah.
ha le mmona mabane next week it's
And
not
also,
it's
like,
not
the thing
sustainable.
also is like, by the time you see this person on TV, they shot
The
maybe
money's
3 months ago.
gone, the money's finished.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Because you
not like
get paid
Holy Zone.
after 60 days,
Yeah,
30 days, 60 days, or the money is gone. The money
yeah,
is,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and it's like, hey, mar the actor da gola. Yes, I
yeah,
can, ne?
yeah.
Sometimes as actors we do get paid,
Yes,
right?
yes,
But that payment, we get paid so much because we don't know in the next 6 months if we'll have a job.
yeah, yeah,
You'll get paid a lot of money for that 4 months.
yes,
But how much you get paid for that 4 months is not going to sustain you for the rest
yep,
of the year.
yep, yep.
So, Hori, if you say that, "Marabana li chelete,"
Yeah,
it's funny
yeah.
because that's the perception. We look good, we
Mm.
smell good, because it's on TV, but it's just like, it's even maybe when over there.
Uh-huh.
A person
Uh-huh.
over guys can have data. You are relying on the Wi-Fi that's at your house.
Right. Thanks. 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 I feel you.
So
I feel you. That's
so that's why sometimes I do regret being in front of the screen because it's just like I'm also human, guys. Like
yes.
this, and and also in South Africa, people don't rate celebrities.
Mm. Mm.
There's no celebrity culture, and also even I mean, you saw with the Metro FM Awards last night, like there weren't celebrity show ups other than the people that were nominated because it's too expensive to go to awards now.
Ish.
And we don't feel appreciated
Yeah.
anymore
Yeah.
unless you're very popular or I don't know, but it's just not the same. Like if I were to there was a reason why I wanted to get into the industry. And my reason is not the same right now.
Wow.
It's not the same right now. Right now, I'll like in the past, people wouldn't say, okay, if you want to be an actress, you must have also another job to sustain yourself. It was never like that.
Yeah.
Now it's like, dude, if you want to get into music, if you want to get into acting, what's your 9 to 5? You better have a 9 to 5 or some kind of income coming through to support you. Otherwise, you fucked.
Yeah.
This thing will pay you for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, you're out.
Yeah.
And then if you're in a soapy, you're like, I need a challenge. I've been playing this character for 2 years, 3 years. I need a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you gonna get that challenge when there are no jobs?
No such thing.
And also, it's like because you're in a telenovela, people will always see you as this person.
Yeah. Ish.
People will always
Yeah.
see you as this character. So even you trying to find other ways to make money, people will be like, wena o ngwana brakop. After how long?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, nah, fam. No, shout out to you for being so naked in front of us, because I feel like such conversations are necessary and very informative. Like there's so much we need to learn, and like you said, we need to be adaptable. Because we can't have the same cycle. We can't have the same cycle Uguti over and over again. People come to the industry not knowing what's going on, and then you fall into the same trap. Uguti, oh, this is what goes on, and then you don't know what to do. You know.
You don't want to be having a Capitec card to be saying, guys, please donate. You know, because they'll be like, what did she do with the money? Oh, she's been acting for years. What did she do with the money?
Yeah.
And it's just like, guys, money doesn't stay. Money actually works. That now you don't have a choice but to tell people. And it's so unfortunate that right now you have to be like, your talent won't sustain you.
Yo, that's wild.
It won't sustain you.
Yeah.
Now I feel like my granddad. I feel like the old people to be like, oh, actor. And then it's just like, yo.
Yeah.
Because you find people that did like Netflix stuff, right? Showmax stuff.
Big things.
And we watching their stuff, we loving their stuff. But they last shot this probably a year ago or 3 months ago or 4 months ago. The money's finished.
Some is even 3 years ago.
We don't think about how are they sustaining themselves. How can we empower people? Our government doesn't support us in the way of like, how can we sustain these people? How can we sustain the show?
Yeah.
We don't have royalties. I've got a show that's currently showing right now, Ditapo, on SABC2. It's a show that I did while I was doing Rhythm City.
Yeah.
And people would show me screen grabs and say, hey, Rahubon. And I'm just like,
Must be nice.
It must be nice, Mara. Hey, I've got to pay for my car and cheletela hiking. Ifedile. Gile 3 years, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not our fault. It's just how the government is regulated for us as industry people. But if anybody wants to get into the industry, man, sir, please have another job. Even if the job is boring, you'll release your creativity into your art. But we've been forced, like us creators right now, we've been forced to be very serious. We've been forced to be like other people. I'm sorry to say other people, but we've been forced to be like the regular Joe and work as hard and just sustain your talent with your own resources.
Yeah. Lorraine is saying girl lit up was back like it never left.
Back like Umkolo.
Listen.
And she was a lead, right? So it sucks that you're a lead. You put everything into the show. That show, we probably shot it in 2021, 2022, or 2020, during lockdown, 2020, 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll be 2025.
Yeah.
Your show is still showing.
Right.
But you're not getting paid.
Ish. But that's the wild thing for me, because isn't it like the producers of the show, like they have a thing of where they can resell the work, right?
No, we need to stop blaming producers. Sometimes it's not the producers.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like the whole, and this is based on assumption, right?
Yeah.
The whole pound for pound queendom.
Yeah.
You find that it's not the show.
Yeah.
It's not the producers, right? So what happens in SA is that as a production company, you must have a certain amount of money you already have for the channel to come in. Right?
Yeah.
Now sometimes you'll have an it's politics now. But sometimes I feel like we become too harsh on the producers.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the producers are just like us. Maybe they know more information and they wouldn't tell us.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's entirely their fault.
Yeah.
I don't think producers just want to chow money and not pay people.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, as a production company, you want to produce more shows. You want to be credible. Yeah. You want to be reliable. You know, that I don't think in SA you have the luxury to play with such people, with people's livelihoods.
Yes.
I don't think it's like that. You know, I think this whole thing that's happening in the industry, it's really bigger than me and you.
Yeah. Bigger than the country.
It's way bigger than me and you.
Crazy.
Hey. Probably even the next 5 years.
That is crazy. Yeah.
In the meantime, we must go back to school, study something else. We must open businesses. We must, I mean, also you have this thing where, you know, you using your platform. It's the only way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to create your own platform.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's also like creating your platform to what extent? Because now MacG tried to create his own platform, but now Parliament is like, hey, come here. So it's just like, well, you know.
And that's the crazy thing for me, right? It's the crazy thing. Yeah, the leading is sad because there's not necessarily a lot of support, right? When you're starting up. But once you have something running, there's factors that wants to step in and say, hey, it looks like this thing of yours is doing something now. So what's popping? What's the level? You know, so like, what do you do as an individual in this life? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just live. You just live. You be present. You must be present and just live. Otherwise, we've got no control over it. We don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
People don't know what to do. We just also trying, and we are also taking advantage of the online platforms, of the TikToks, of the YouTubes, of the IG lives. But that's the best we can do. Otherwise, if I'm being honest, also to people that are watching right now, we are fucked.
Yeah.
Sinyile. Ganyiwa, sinyile sonke. Akekho umuntu right. Sonke sinyile. Even the people you think barat abekho right.
Yeah.
Sonke.
Yeah.
We are here.
Yeah. Within.
I don't know what's gonna happen because the industry is not sustainable. It's also like a closed group. If you're in a soapy, you are grateful you're in a soapy and you're getting a global. If you're in a telenovela, you're grateful that okay, for the next 4-6 months I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if you're not in a global, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're all fucked.
Yeah.
because soapies and telenovelas are closed communities also on their own.
Yes, yes, that is so true. And for me, like it raises this question, right? Because le interview, you said that how you were excited when you came into the industry and you were pursuing your dream and stuff. I'm curious. Are you still as excited? Are you still excited at all? Is it still exciting for you? Not anymore.
For me, it's sad.
Yeah,
It's heartbreaking. I don't want to lie.
yeah,
When I made my first break, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Rhythm City.
yeah,
Working with people that I've always been watching, always looking up to. My dream, my Rhythm City was my dream
yeah,
show. You know, it
yeah,
was,
yeah,
everything that I wanted and more. Because during Rhythm City Ditapo, I was able to get a bond, I was able to get a car, I was able to sustain my family. I was fine,
yeah, yeah,
right? It was very seamless, very
yeah,
effortless until those shows went like
yeah,
this. Because when I got in, I was still young. I thought, okay, cool. That means it makes sense why people are living the way they're living,
yeah.
because you've gotta, you're a working class.
Yeah. Working class. Yeah.
You're a
Yeah. Yeah.
working
Yeah.
class. You're getting money every single month.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you I signed a with Rhythm City, I think I had a 5-year contract. I
Yeah.
only did 3 years of it.
Damn.
So it was just like,
Yeah.
damn. But for people that were used to having those long-term contracts, that was amazing. But when it got cut,
Yeah.
it fucked all of us up.
Yeah.
That I'm not as excited as I was anymore, because now I'm just like, I have to be able to sustain myself beyond the acting career.
Yeah.
Lorraine, if she's still on,
Yeah.
I think she's studying
Yeah.
law, but she's an
Yeah.
actress. She's also probably trying to find something that will sustain her, something that will bring a new kind of
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but it sucks that this is where we're at, and South African talent is now subjected to doing a system type, like, to how can I say systemized? You can't say systemized. What's the word, Aramis? You have to now do like something that is systemized? It's not systemized. What's the
I
word?
mean,
You have to
I get what you're saying.
do
No,
things
yeah.
ngomthetho,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, from beginning to, I don't know. You have to.
I get what you're
Ish,
saying.
yes.
I get what you're saying, and I think it is systemized to something. I'm not sure if that's a real word, but I told me.
We can make it our word.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
now,
It's a
now
word.
as a talent, you must be a very smart talent. You must be a smart creative to be like, if this doesn't work,
Yes.
what's next?
Yes.
Because now we also have family members that don't want the best for you, and be like, "Re tla bona gore o fella kae."
Yeah.
You're trying to also prove people wrong.
Yeah.
You're trying to be like, I can do this,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
to what extent?
Yeah.
Because now it's louder. The cracks are
Yes.
showing. The cracks are like visible, where
Yeah.
you've got like
Yeah.
probably 4 shows that have artists that are stable.
Yes. 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 Yes.
The rest of the shows can be showing right now, but the artists are not stable
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah.
unless they have other gigs that they're doing, other businesses they're doing. But if we were to count them, there's probably less than 10 shows that are sustaining artists.
You know, it's fun. It's funny you said that because I remember I went to this workshop training acting camp sort of. We went to. It's called the DNA, and I remember Bab Dumandlov, right? He actually he used to tell us these things going there, and most people saw it as if like he's sort of discouraging you, but he was showing you the reality of the industry. Would see, think about it. A year, how many graduates come out of a school, right? Thousands. People are graduating from drama school and whatever. And how many shows are there a year? He counted, like, let's say, for example, maybe there's 9 shows. 9 shows that are all year round. And then within those 9 shows, not everyone who works there is like sustainable. In those shows, you have like I'm a lead people who work maybe every day and get paid every month, maybe on global. Let's say maybe those people are 4. So you look at the thousands of people that come out of like they graduate every year, and then you look at they're all looking for a spot in these 9 shows. And when he said that, the reality of it sunk in, and some of us were like, but I know, it's not that deep. We'll enter anyways. You don't realize how true it is until you are faced with it. Like, ish, I'm auditions. How often do they happen a year? You know, how many of how often does an audition happen? It's usually the beginning of the year, the end of the year, and maybe sometimes midway through the year. And that's like what, 3 times a year auditions come. Like when auditions are hot, new shows are coming in. And how many of us are we? Let's graduate.
But also now there aren't many shows being commissioned.
See, now that's another thing.
So you have to try get your way into those soapies. And as I said, soapies, telenovelas are they they're very close.
Yeah.
It's very close.
Yep.
That when you come in as a new character, you trying to infiltrate and also make a mark.
Yeah.
But
it's not as as easy as it sounds. That's crazy. That is mad crazy. It's wild to me. I want to ask you.
but how is it wild when you living it?
No, I like
you living the
reality
you living
of
the
it.
artist life.
It's the reality of it. When you're in a wild situation, like, wow, this is crazy. This is not what I thought it is. This is not what I thought it does. It did not look like this from outside. And you're just watching the wildness of the thing happen all around you, like, wow, this is wild.
It's
You
not
know,
like it's not like how you see it from
it's
outside. It's
not.
crazy.
It's not right. And
Battle of the fittest.
it is. It is. It is. And for me, like, it raises this question, and I want to ask you this, right? What's your stance right now? You're an experienced actor. You've tasted leading role, being the face of a franchise. There's still more to achieve. There's still more to come, right? What's your stance right now? And I know you've expressed your views and your feels about it right now, but team, I don't want to say what's your plan per se, but like mubuge industry manje, like where do you want where do you want to go?
Plan. Plan.
On plan.
Plan.
But ngayibona yokungabi na plan but like, do you have the aspiration or show? Okay, fine, that yeah, it's like this. But personally, this is my wish. I wish this to happen. Yeah, but I wish this could. Yeah, but what do you have in Teganjalo? Like, are you looking towards something at this point?
I do wish that the government would sign the bill for actors to get their royalties. Having experience being a lead and stuff, or having experienced shows that are still showing right now, and I'm just like, I'm not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
I would like that to be regulated. I would like more shows to be regulated. Right now, we've got Xhosa Zulu shows that I would like Tswana Sotho shows to also be a thing, because SABC2 used to be a show where it was Sotho and Tswana dramas,
Yeah.
and we don't have Tswana dramas. When last did you hear of a Tswana drama?
Yeah.
When last did you hear of a Sotho drama? It's been a while, but right now, where I'm at in my life, it's just being very multifaceted. using my talent in other spheres, because right now we're moving in a digital era,
Yeah.
and the digital era does need some artistic views, does need artistic knowledge to make it seem more organic and more relatable.
Yeah.
Because as much as you're in the digital sphere, you need to be relatable, you need to be human. And digital brands or brand, like right now, brands need humans that can be artistic.
Yeah.
You know, they need brands that have the talent. It's just merging those two together. And that's where I'm at,
Yeah.
you know, where I'm in spaces where corporate needs creative,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I do encourage a lot of creatives to move onto that, to show, because you find that creatives will complain that people that are decision makers are not from the creative industry.
Yeah.
So we need to be smart creatives where we mustn't just depend on our talent. We must put in the work. We must be academics in our fields, to be in corporate spaces, to be like, whoa, not like this, like that, because now they have a creative aspect. The company will have a creative aspect, will have a creative
Yeah.
voice in it, you know. I think what you said, adaptability is very important, where creatives must adapt and we have to be smarter. We are competing with AI. We don't want AI to now replace us, because that's where we're heading. We're
Yeah.
heading to where AI can replace me and you
Yeah.
doing this. I can be just chilling and just prompt my facade to be like, say this, say that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But as a creative, I need to contribute to that bot saying something that can relate to humans.
Yeah.
So I think creatives need to not be too precious, because we've been too precious for a long time,
Yeah.
that right now you can't afford to be precious, because if you're too precious, you go hungry.
Yep. Yep.
You go hungry,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, that's that. I think that's my
Yeah.
stance. That's where I stand.
Yeah. No, that's beautiful. I like what you said. Like it's beautiful for me because what I'm getting from what you're saying right now is evolution, right? You
You have
have
to
to evolve.
adapt.
Yeah, you have to evolve. Like I feel like in life in general, like things are always evolving. Um, and when things evolve, you are forced to learn to learn to adapt. Like what you said, survival of the fittest. Even in nature, we are taught that those who don't adapt in order to survive, they become extinct. You know, so we have to come up to a point where we learn. Okay, fine. This is where the industry is right now. How can I move in this space, in this new world? Yeah, well, and it goes back to what we were talking about, Uguti. Numbers play a big role now, you know. And I know, like I was telling Six the other time, I know a lot of creatives, like the old school creative, who, like back in the day, you came on screen and screen made you famous. Whereas now you are expected to have a reach before they make you famous, you know.
But
So
now we must balance it.
yeah, no,
Like, people
absolutely.
need to
Yeah,
adapt. They must balance the
yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. I agree with you. I agree. I feel like I also feel like I mean, it goes back to I think I was having this conversation with, I'm not sure if it was my parents or what, but we were having a conversation around how there were people in the 2000s, like the old people, who, when the whole thing of computers came, it was introduced, there are certain people who were like, what is this life of computers or not? And they were not willing to learn, right? And computers still came, and those who learned are the ones who were able to move on to the next chapter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Mm.
maybe it is a call to us to, like, I like that we're having this chat because now we're teaching the next generation to say, hey, this is where we're at right now. So for you to survive here, you need to be adaptable. You need to learn one, two, three, four, five, and you need to stand on more than one foot. And it's messed up that we had to learn. Yeah, but back to you're thrown into the deep end, and you're swimming with sharks, and you have to swim. You know, that's where we are at right now. Okay, fine. We're in this new era. Things are changing. But I think an open-mindedness to change, to learning and adapting to moving a new way, will come a long way. Like Caesar, we can't
Also,
afford to be strict.
it's the circles, the excuse me, the circles you're in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
If you all of you guys are, if there's a group of 8 people and
yeah,
you guys are all die-hard artists,
yeah,
then
yeah,
it
yeah,
sucks,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You also need to move your perspective, and try be adaptable to the corporate
yeah,
side. See what they need, see what they want, like hear the conversations that they're having,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and to know how you can fit into it and how you can
yeah,
help, you know, because otherwise, I think there was a saying as colors baning.
yeah, yeah. I remember the
Yeah,
saying.
it's colors baning,
Yeah,
and there's no need for us colors baning,
yeah,
but we also need to just
nah,
we don't always have to be
yeah,
like this, but we can be like
yeah.
this to find out how we can bring this together,
Come on.
and the thing is, people are scared.
Hey,
People
yeah, come
people
on.
are scared. It's not
It's
easy.
not.
It's not easy because now you are scared to not be like right now. I feel like people are getting blacklisted for telling the truth.
Hey,
People are
yeah,
blacklisted
yeah.
for being honest,
Mm, mm,
and it's
mm.
just like Losha Cooper was saying in a podcast recently. I think it's the podcast was "I'm Not a Chef," where she was saying that she can be a production company can say that, hey, I'm offering you 5 rand, and she's like, no, but I'm worth
Yeah,
7 rand,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then they won't take her and they'll take somebody that's worth four
yeah,
rand
yeah,
you know where the industry has this thing of like, you are replaceable,
yeah, yeah,
that you are easily replaceable because somebody can take the rate that you don't want simply
yeah,
because they want the fame, they want the platform, they want the
yeah,
opportunity.
yeah.
But it's not as precious as it used to be, where finding talent is hard because even getting into character is not as easy as just like
Yes,
this. You
yeah,
go through a
yeah,
journey where you must,
yeah.
but there isn't that detail
Hey,
anymore where
yeah,
if you're in the industry, you're not even taken seriously, whether you're an actor, whether you're a singer, whether you're a
yeah,
writer, whether you're a poet.
yeah,
It's like now we are all seen as mentally challenged people. We are all going through depression, and we are getting into the arts to get our depression out. That's how, for me, that's how it's starting to look like. It's like
yeah,
now everybody that's in the arts, we're all going through problems because of how people are not taking us seriously. But at the end of the day, people still want to see us. I mean, during lockdown, I was very mad during lockdown. I don't want to lie, where artists weren't seen as contributors of society, even though we
yes,
paid 25%. We didn't get the grant. We weren't allowed to get a grant. That
yeah,
350 grant that
yeah,
other people were getting,
yeah,
as if we don't pay tax. And it just seemed as if like I don't know how South Africa sees artists. It's like, are we mentally depressed people that didn't want to go to school? I feel like that's how we treated.
yeah.
I feel like we treated like we are the cool kids that got expelled from school,
Mm,
and we
mm,
fucked.
mm. Hey, yeah, come on. You're preaching. You're preaching to the.
Nginamang,
You're
nginamang.
spitting facts. That's what I'm saying. Because you're talking the truth, bro. Because that is so true. That is so true. And the funny thing is, right? Ukuthi during Leo lockdown, yakhona, it is the creatives that were keeping the country sane. You
Dude,
understand? If there
we
was
were
no
still
entertainment,
working during lockdown. I remember working during
yeah,
lockdown, acting in
yeah.
sets during lockdown with our glass masks and stuff like that, that we were still going to work when other people were at home.
Because the
We
country
were
was gonna go
service
insane without us.
providers.
Like, do you know the amount of depression people are gonna have if they had nothing to distract them from what was going on?
No TV. TV, no nothing,
You
just
understand?
the news.
And you'll being locked up in a room because if you go out, you're in trouble. We saved the
Imagine
country. In fact, we saved the world from mental breakdowns. And you're telling us,
the world doesn't see us.
Skaba superhero. Yo, guys, it is so wild. It is so we were juggling. We were only top or car lockdown basically. You were juggling two shows. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Lorraine is preaching to the choir down
Yeah.
there. She's
But we were not seen as service
which is
providers. It
wow.
was like Senzantoni kaloku. It's
Yeah.
like we didn't contribute to anything,
Yeah.
but people still want to see us.
Yeah.
You know, like actors are angry right now, especially with our minister, Gayton McKenzie, where he hasn't really addressed the issues he said he was going to address for us. You know,
Yeah.
he's been predominantly focusing on sports, where it's even sad, where it's just like he will say, I'll get you guys tickets to come to the show or
Yeah.
whatever. But he hasn't actually addressed the issues that are going on with actors. You can't have Mam Nandi working for so long. And she says, I don't have a pension
Hey.
fund. And she should be enjoying her pension.
Yeah.
For me now, it's like I just turned 30 this
Yeah.
year, where I feel like, okay, maybe next year I'm ready to have kids.
Yeah.
But how am I going to sustain my kids if I still say that I'm an actress in South Africa?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want 3-4 kids.
Hey.
How am I gonna sustain them? I need to get a rich husband. And like, what the fuck? Why must I get a rich husband? Why can't I just, afford those kids?
I feel you.
I can't, because firstly, the economic industry in my country does not see me as a taxpayer, will not support me. I don't have medical aid that even if I want to give a pap smear,
Yeah.
you know a pap smear, right? A pap smear is 3.6 thousand rand.
Ish.
That's expensive.
Right.
On its own.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Giving birth, you want to go to net
Yeah.
care. How much is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't afford
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I can't afford it.
Yeah.
I can't afford having kids unless I find a husband that can support me and my kids, and I do what I want. My passion, I do it because I can.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For you men that are very passionate about the industry,
Hey.
you guys are fucked. You guys are gonna date young people because young people are famous. But as a dad, as a husband, guys, you can't. You can't sustain a household like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I remember there was. I'm not gonna mention the name of the artist, right?
Yeah.
But on The Wife, there was somebody that was supposed to play Nkosana.
Yeah.
Nkosana was the oldest brother, right?
Yeah.
And one of the options we had, and we couldn't get that person, was because that person listed everything, every expense that he has in his life, to be like, guys, if you guys can't pay me this much, I can't do it.
Standing on
Not because us, we can't say production. I can't because of one thing. They'll be like, let's get somebody else.
Yeah.
But that's what they do.
Yeah.
We didn't end up getting that artist because it's also just like, this person is demanding too much money. But is it too much money though?
That's my chance.
That if I'm gonna work on this project for 6 months, what's gonna happen to the next 6 months? I don't have a pension fund. I don't have a retirement fund. I don't have medical aid. So if I'm gonna say this much and you say it's expensive, where do I go?
Yeah.
How do I sustain myself?
Yeah.
Because now when we go to these launches and we go to shows, you making me seem as if I'm a superstar.
Yeah.
But you actually don't know what I'm going through.
Hey. Yeah.
So it's a whole facade that sometimes I feel like we can be fake in this industry, that we have this superstar thing, but it's just like superstars aren't well off.
Yeah.
Which superstar superstar do you know that is well off? It's only politicians.
Yeah. Facts.
It's only
Facts.
politicians. Otherwise, superstars are going through we have a whole lot of responsibilities,
We do.
especially as black superstars. I don't even want to talk about the whites.
Yeah.
The whites are going through the most because we have so many white, like, I want to say white actors in South Africa are very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if I'm complaining like this as a black person, I can only imagine what they're going through because they only have cake net.
Hey,
It's
right.
it's even like a privilege to be on a Scandal or Generations or a whatever as a white person.
Yeah, true. Yo, that is so true.
We don't rate white actors.
That is so true, bro.
So if we're going through the most, what are they going through? As much as we can say, hey, apartheid, hey, what, they're also artists, they're also actors, and they've basically had to adjust a long time ago to be like, well, we have businesses. I've got a business, or my dad has a business, and I had to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And acting is my passion.
Yeah.
But if they also don't have those parents that set, footsteps for them or opportunities for them, they fucked.
Yeah.
Like, can you name upcoming artists that are white?
Mix. I mean,
can you name young upcoming artists that are white people? Because we can't keep making this. We can't make it about race.
Yeah.
This is about the industry.
It's about the industry at large. Yes.
How many white movies do you know? On Showmax, on Netflix that are out and people are gunning for it and people are supporting it.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, when you raised another one, that's a serious one that you're raising right there. There's not
as much as we can complain. I'm not advocating for white people or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm advocating for artists. But also I am saying that white artists have been marginalized in South Africa.
Yeah.
What soapy do you know? There was a soapy that is on ETV every single day. Do you know what it's called? You don't?
Which soap?
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't. I'm literally still trying to think of a Netflix white predominant show. I can't think of one. I can't think of one South African white predominant show. Crazy. That is insane, bro. That is insane. Damn.
Do you know one South African show that is on Apple TV?
Nope.
This thing is bigger than me and you.
Yeah.
It's bigger than me and you.
It is, fam. It is.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah.
Now this is a very deep conversation, and I like it. I hope people are learning. So I have a question for you, right? You said something just now. You said something about how the white parents put out but made plans for their kids to say, hey, listen, this is what we got here. This will sustain you. So my question to you is, do you think that maybe now, with all this information and all this fire and all this realization, could it be a burden on our part to say, if, say, our kids say they want to become actors like their parents, right? Is it now a burden being placed on us to say, hey, if that's going to be the case, you need to be those parents now that have to make sure your kids grow up in that environment where they have something to fall back on?
Yeah. Because it would be a privilege to get into the acting industry.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to have kids and my kids were to say they want to get into the industry, I would basically ask them, what are you going to fall back on?
Yeah.
Just like how my family said it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm living proof of how I've had to adjust to sustaining myself other than acting.
Yes.
That I wouldn't want my kids to go through that.
Yeah.
To go through the whole silence of maybe not getting auditions or maybe not getting the gigs.
Yeah.
Because that thing, it eats you mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. It eats on you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that I would want my kids to have the privilege of having me to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know, to be like, okay, if this, not to say if this doesn't work, but to say in the meantime, maybe you can do this. I would encourage them to do something that's sustainable, that it's like liability and assets.
Yes.
Liability and assets.
Yeah.
Acting is a liability. It takes more of you than how much it gives you. You know, that I would, right now, as Black people in the industry, we will be treating our kids like the white people that want to get into the industry, where we just like, baby, do something like this, but I'll support you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I must be rich enough for my kids to feel like my mom's got me. My mom and my dad, they've got me. But because I'm a Black person, I'm very strict enough to say, no, you must make your own money. But, you know, I'd have to be in a position to be able to support my child getting into the industry. Otherwise, because I see it with my mom.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there was a time where my mom was feeling bad for me, you know, and because I wasn't getting gigs, I'm not Pella, you know, I feel like my industry, with how I got into the industry, I got into it too quickly. Everything happened like this.
Yes.
That only now I'm catching up with the silence of it. I'm growing up now, and I can feel the silence. And now you see her feeling like, I mean, with my family, it's always been like, Kamu's good. She's always taking care of herself. She, you know, she's got this, she's got that. And then now you quiet, and now it's like, Mommy, can you please help me with this much?
Yeah.
Mommy, can you please help me with, can you please pay for this? Can you please pay for that? That sometimes it's like, it's too much for them.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, damn, I need to now be multifaceted ASAP Rocky. Like, I need to sustain myself, because now I'm putting them into matata aka. You know, now they've spent so much for me in varsity. They've been so relaxed with me being independent and everything. And now it's just like, yo, Kamo, now what's going on? And I don't have the answers. What do I say? You know, and you know, with Black people, they'll be like, wow, ke bone mang mang ko TV, wa sa go kenye.
Right.
Or ke bone show e ntsha, wa se go showing e ntsha. I was like, man, you know what? If it was my choice, I'd be in all of these shows. But it's not up to me.
Yeah.
You know,
No, man. Gotta love
that
parents.
for my kids, they'd have to proper convince me that if when in your days of silence, what are you doing? Because those days of silence are really loud, and I don't want my kids to go through depression, you know. And I will talk to them about it, but it's just like, how are you gonna sustain yourself to a point where you don't get trapped into depression? And you don't get into that trap of feeling like you're not worthy. I don't want my kids to ever feel like they're not worthy. This industry has a thing of feeling like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not what, and then you get the imposter syndrome. And I don't want to, like, I'm speaking from experience with seeing my mom and how I've been going through. I do call myself out sometimes. I'd put like a surveillance on myself and see the ripple effect of it. It's not nice. I'd see my younger brothers worry about me. You know, I see my mom worry about me.
I feel you.
To be like, are you okay? Are you surviving? How are you feeling? Because I'm not doing what I said I love. Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So that ripple effect, I feel for them. I really do feel for them that this is somebody that's always been acting, and it's just like sometimes it's like when I go out in public and people would recognize me and it's nice, it's happy, it's fun, but my family knows that I'm actually quite depressed, that I wish these people didn't see me. I wish these people didn't recognize me because I ke bereke gona anong, and they're just happy to see me because they've seen me go TV. But it's just I feel angry about the TV industry. So I don't want my kids to go through that.
Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. That's also deep. But also let me also like sort of encourage you, right? I feel like also in life in general, not just in acting, I feel like in life in general, um, as far as there are certain people who I feel like are chosen to go through certain things so that the next generation doesn't have to, right? So I feel like times like these are sort of like a training process, right? Because you experience is gained by going through things, right? So you going through certain things and them forcing you to learn certain things is sort of sharpening and shaping you with a wittiness and a wisdom that you can now pass on to the next generation to say, hey, listen, I've walked this path. This wouldn't work. This doesn't work because I've walked it. And it now puts you in a better position to say, hey, if you have kids who also want to pursue the same dream, um, you are more experienced to say, hey, baby, if you want to do this, here's the blueprint for you to sort of be better accustomed or better trained or equipped to walk this walk. And it sucks to be that one, but if you're not, then someone else will still have to go through it, right?
If
So
not you, then
you know
who?
what I'm saying? So um, sometimes you have to enjoy it, man. Just go through it, learn what you must from it. But what I like about it though is um, after that shaping, you are in a much better position. Like how they say gold has to go through fire for refining, right? The fire is not nice, but by the time it comes out on the other side, it is something that everyone cherishes and everyone wants. So sometimes we go through these things for us and for the next generation that comes after us. You know, you you'll be that
I'll tell them.
you understand. Don't go
That's
say,
what I'm gonna
not
tell
about
them. But yes, continue.
so like don't it's nice now. You guys don't know how to ask. So it's beautiful. Even though it's rough at the same time to go through these things, we have to go through them. But for me, it's exciting that we're having this conversation and hearing you talk about it and hearing what you're learning from it. It just excites me, or the kind of person that you're becoming from it. That we have to become from it because now we are going to be better industry representatives. We're going to have to host workshops and trainings, and having the information that you have now, you have much more substance to tell people. Unlike someone who had it all easy and yeah, you're just saying, no, it's easy, come act, it's gonna be nice. Whereas it's not the journey for everyone else. So I feel like if you've been through this, your story is much more inspiring and you're able to equip people more. And your voice is much more valuable because you've seen so much, you've learned so much from it. So yeah, I just wanted to share that to say, hey, it's real, it's lit, but at the same time I feel like this is a making of greatness doesn't come easy. Greatness doesn't
Indlela esihambayo.
Sing it now. Yes.
Washu Mandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana ngo-Freedom Day. I don't know if the Freedom Day are the actors iling, but I know it will happen. I know it will happen.
Yeah, most definitely. But I must say, you're carrying it well. You're carrying it well. Having this conversation with you, you unveil some things that I didn't. One wouldn't tell by looking at you. One wouldn't tell. And also, when I asked you to do this interview with this chat with me, I was slightly concerned when the dates get close. I'm like, yo, Jess, this lady, will she even show up? The way I'm posting, but I'm like, this one. Got to
Yeah.
when the time comes that she's MIA. And thank you, man. Thank you for, giving us this card circle. I feel this is important. Such chats, such open and honest conversations about the industry are necessary because a lot of us came into the industry unaware. We had to learn, and when you learn on your feet, sometimes these things hit you and you don't have time to process them. So for someone watching, they have a chance to process all that we're talking about, digest it, and also do self-introspection. Am I ready for this smoke or not? So that by the time you make a decision, you make an informed decision. It's okay, fine. I'm stepping into this, but I'm much more equipped. I'm much more informed. If I really do want to do it, what's the best way to go about it? Okay, fine. They said you need to stand on more than one foot. Then people make means to make sure that's a plan. For someone who's young as well, who's still in school, at least now they can learn to say, okay, fine. It's not bad to study something like this and also study this at the same time. And for the heads who are already who've been in the industry for a while, it's not a bad thing to adapt, to learn to adapt into this new technological era that we're living in. I feel like this has been very informative for me, and thank you also for letting us into your world, man. I don't know how much time I've taken up, like close to, is it 2 hours or 3 hours of your time? Jesus Christ, it's 9 2. Imagine 2 hours of your time, and you've been so generous, like you haven't complained one bit. You know what I'm saying?
Why would I? I'm enjoying this.
Oh, shut up. So I wanna give you your flowers, man. And also you're an amazing actress. You're an amazing
Thank
actor.
you.
I'm going to say actress. You're an amazing actor. One of the reasons why I was excited when you said yes was because I love you. I love you. I love your work. Um and how much you give me, man. You make it look drama. You make it look so easy. You literally make it look so easy. And for me, I'm inspired, man. I learn from such people who, I like actors who make me forget they're acting. Because you can be an actor, and so the biggest job for us is to make sure what we suspension of disbelief. The viewer forgets they are watching a show. They get so drawn into your story that they forget it's an
Yeah.
actually, like I watch that with my parents when they watch TV. They get angry, and I'm like, guys, it's a drama. So that deep. So as an actor, when you're able to make people watching forget that you're acting and feel,
Yes.
and you do that so well, man.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure working with you on Petina Wetu as well.
Thank you.
To get to see you up close. But some people see the thing that comes out on screen. We get to see, well, she's impeccable, Lorraine. Do you understand? This is me giving you your flowers, man. Like you are.
I receive it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was an honor for me to see it up close. Before it was edited and stuff, to see the process of it. I'm just like, I was in awe. I was in awe. Like,
I'm a fool. I'm a fool on set.
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
a fool.
And that's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. Because for me, you gave me let go. Oh snap! You need to let go like her, man. Like you are so lost in the shandis, and I'm just like, wow, this is beautiful to watch, man. So you're incredible, and for me, it's only a matter of time, bro. Like I feel like the whole world needs to experience you. You're that good. You're that good, and it will happen. It will happen. And you say you're a comedy actor, and comedy is big internationally. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you like on an international show with, Izinja, because I say Hollywood and like dancing toe to toe with those people. I want to see. I'm sure you'll do well, but just to see it come to life on screen for me, I look forward to that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you too long because I feel like family is like, who's kidnapping our daughter from us? Yeah, bro.
Not even. I made time specially for you. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Nah, shout out to you guys. Please talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely. We are no serious people. Yeah, bro. So yeah, no, thank you. I think Um, do you still have time? Do you still have time? I don't want
I
to.
still have time, yeah.
Okay, cool.
For you, I've got time for you.
Nah, and Lorraine, if you're still here, I need you on this too. Stop mising me. I need you on this.
No, she must come through. She must come through.
Yeah. We have so much to chop up with her. But yeah, man. Cool. So I want us to circle back, right? I want us to circle back. I want us to circle back. So Bettina Wet was a dream come true for you, Angit. Nah, it was a dream come true because you prayed. And I like that you were specific about it. God says make definite requests. And look, she was
Be specific.
you understand. Don't say I know my hey, which know my guy. Be specific.
God will give you number, and you're like, God, what the fuck?
You'll ask questions here. So I want us to go back to for me, like I say, she's so funny, right? I want us to. What was the discussion around that character, right? What was the discussion? Because her wardrobe was, it was something else. Like the way she dressed.
Betty.
Yeah. Her wardrobe was interesting. It was very.
That's horrible.
And for me, the crazy thing, like you wore it, so it was so you. Like I believed it was your life. You know what I'm saying? Like she. What was the discussion like? You now it's right. You got that one. They cast you and stuff. So during the briefing, when they told you about Betty, what was the conversation around the character development of that character? And also maybe take us through when you prepared for that audition, because obviously they contact you and say, hey, listen, so when you read the brief and say this is Betty. Like, how did you prep for that? How did you make sure that you portray Upeti the best way that you can?
Yo. Yeah. So there was no character briefing at all that happened. I just did my own research. When I found out that I got an audition, right?
Yeah.
First audition for Betty, I watched the whole of Ugly Betty. I watched her mannerisms, her characteristics. And for me, I was like, I can do this. Honestly, like, I just need comedic timing. I don't care how I look. It's fine. And then I went into that audition. I was happy. I got a screen test. The screen test wasn't like, the screen test, they dressed us up.
Okay.
And I was very, very nervous. I don't want to lie, but I was just like, I can do this because, I mean, for a comedic role, you need to be able to be confident enough to play a fool, right? So that was my comfort zone. I was just praying that I get it. You know, that's my main thing. I was praying that I get it because at that time I was manifesting for comedic roles. I was manifesting for as I said, That's So Raven. A role that's like That's So Raven. A role that is like says top la something, you know, where I can just play a fool. I like being a fool. I don't like being serious because my life personally, sometimes it gets too serious for me. That comedy for me it's such a relief, and I think that's why I'm so good at it. And so my process was watching all the shows, all the episodes for Ugly Betty. I watched the show. I watched 2 episodes of Upetina Wetu season 1, and then I was like, I got it. So I just prayed about it, you know. And luckily, I had people that were very supportive, people that were like, "Oh, Kamo, you got this, you got this." But also, there were people where I had to call out because they started treating me like I'm Betty, and I'm like, I'm not Betty. Pela Betty, you can talk trash about her, and she'll be like, and I'm like, guys, I'm not Betty. You can't keep talking about my clothes like this every single day. You can't be laughing at me every single day. You know, I remember there was, I'm not gonna say, but there was a particular actress where I had to actually report to be like, I feel like now this is beyond making fun of. This is now bullying because now this person is bullying me because I'm Betty and they can't differentiate between my character and me. And I need them to stop.
Yeah.
Because I am not my character. And I feel like that person was very shocked that I actually did not take nonsense, because I'm like, you need to stop treating me like Betty.
Yeah.
Pela Betty got
Yeah.
bullied. I don't know how that girl survived.
Yeah.
In real life,
Yeah.
I don't know who is a Betty,
But they are there.
but they've got like some strong ass skin.
Yeah.
For me, I can never tolerate the bullying that Betty got, so there was something like that where I'm just like, dude, I am not Betty and you can't keep treating me like I'm Betty. So those were one of the character developments I had to go through with some of my peers to be like, please don't treat me like I'm my character. But I enjoyed every moment of it. Oh man, the crew, the cast, I enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah.
That it sucks that because we were on season 4. I was looking forward to season 5. I don't want to lie, because we were told that we were gonna get season 5, but I don't know what happened. Other powers that be, I'm not going to question it. But the time that I had so much fun. Even with you guys, like the cameos that came through, the supportings that came through, I enjoyed every bit of it. Yeah.
Now it was a fun show. It was a fun watch as well. Like it was just so well, it was so well written and it was so well performed as well. Man, I wish it continued because I remember the chats around season 5. Now I was expecting, but I know, the fire could, because I remember you were supposed to go to another country, right? Like
Nigeria.
I was looking forward to that. I was like, okay, Nigeria, what's going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was so dope, man. It was so dope. So tell me, right? Do you remember your first day as Betty?
My first, yes, I'll proper remember it. My first day, my first scene. I think it was our only scene. It was me and Lunga Shabalala kissing. I'm like, why did they have to do this the first day? Why would they put this scene the first day? I don't know you like that, and now we have to kiss, and there was no intimacy coach. There's nothing. It was just like, because it was a continuation from the previous season of the previous actors, and the last scene they had was kissing.
Oh, snap.
So now we had to kiss, and I'm like, oh my god,
that's crazy.
That's nerve-wracking. Kissing scenes, people don't get it. Kissing scenes for me personally, intimate scenes for me are very nerve-wracking.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Proper.
That's interesting. That is
proper.
That is
like, and also Bettina had really handsome boyfriends or interests. I don't understand why these handsome gents had a crush on her, but it was very challenging.
There's something attractive about brains.
Really?
It must have been because Bettina smart, right? She's really
but she didn't look good.
That's what I'm saying. But there's something about intelligence, man, that just, it makes guys curious. Especially in the business world. Like, the way you're judging, the guys.
I'm judging the guys that fall for Betty because they were handsome guys and they just liked her, and I'm just like, why?
But she was a cool person. Guys? She was a cool person though, because besides, thing is, I feel like even in life in general, like weird people are interesting. Like you are so used to everyone is normal. Yeah, but so when you get someone who sparks your curiosity, it's just like, I wonder what goes
no matter how they look.
It's not like
Betty had ugly shoes. She had an ugly hairstyle. She was ditzy. She was always clumsy. Like what?
But now that's the thing.
Are you taking advantage of her?
See now the person, because now you just like, what's going on now?
Betty always got handsome guys.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
She always got handsome men.
Yeah. Yeah.
How? I still ask myself that, in my own personal capacity to be like, how does she get these guys? Because
It's a brain thing. Trust me, it's a brain thing.
really,
Yeah, like someone who's smart, they stroke a different kind of nerve. When
really,
someone strokes your brain, you're just like, huh, this is different.
I'm gonna stop being a nerd. I'm gonna start being a nerd.
Trust me,
I'm gonna channel my Bettina
you're
to
in a
be
bit.
flimsy and a nerd.
Nah, trust me. But also there's also specific people as well. Because remember, the kind of people Betty attracted were also business people. Yeah, well, so there was something about them, because now usually, when you step into a place where usually you're smarter than most people in the room. So once you get a heart now who's smarter than you, just like, hey man, which one is this one? Yeah, but
Even though she's not attractive at all. Even the clothes,
no, you can
waxy, just
overlook.
like,
You
which one
can
is this one?
overlook the clothes, though. You can. You
Ah.
can. You can. You can. You can overlook
Okay.
them. Like that's
Okay.
what in time to be at Nabangapagat.
Yeah,
I think that was the vibe with
I
the,
think so.
yeah,
I
she
think so
was,
too.
but she was not too bad. Like it was overlookable. Yeah, well, it was
Ah.
overlookable. So when you look beyond the glasses, the big clothes and whatever, it's just like, huh, it's like I could bet.
I can go bad. She can get it. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna stop being a
Yeah.
nerd. I'm gonna stop being a
Yeah,
nerd.
trust. Smart,
Okay.
smart girls are attractive. Smart girls are attractive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. First day, I was like, but I wonder why. I wonder why they do that. I had a. I
Do what?
don't
Are you
even
back?
try it. Don't even try.
Are
Can you
you
hear me?
back?
Yes. This. I don't know what's wrong with iPhones, and it was notifying me about something, and
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I was saying, but I don't know why I once had a situation where my first scene with someone, it was a series we should say. So my first scene with that character, we had other scenes prior to that. Like, in fact, that scene was even later on in the story, but for some reason they decided to make it the first scene that we did together. It was
Okay.
an intimate scene. I'm just like, but shouldn't we first like feel
Get
each
to know
other's
each
energy?
other.
You know what I'm saying? Like feel each other's energies and stuff. Like why? You
Nothing.
know what I'm saying? So when you said that, it took me there. I'm just like, that's maybe it's a production thing. Like they like doing that.
Yeah, I know my first scene was very intimidating. I'm like, what the
Yeah, yeah,
kissing scene?
yeah,
Why are you starting with that?
yeah.
But yeah,
But you did it anyways, and it came out well. It came out well on screen. So we didn't even see that. We didn't even see that, right? So
of course.
I'm a student, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've been hearing people talk about agencies. Hey, you need an agent in the industry. Hey, agent, this agent. How do I even start among for an agent? Then how do I apply for an agent? How do I get myself in those? Because I'm not trying to get scammed. I've heard stories about scams in the industry. Like, how do I find a legit agent that'll literally get me opportunities? How do I approach an agent? How do I apply an agent? What we
Number one,
Yeah.
an agent should never ask you for money. If an agency asks you for money, they are scamming you. They shouldn't ask you for
Yes.
money,
Yeah.
right? How you approach an agency, I feel like being prepared, you must have a
Yeah.
resume where you have a professionally shot
Yeah.
headshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's a full body,
Yeah.
black and white, have a black t-shirt, a white t-shirt where people can see you.
Yeah.
Have a resume. It's almost like a CV, but it's not a CV. Nobody cares of other corporate stuff that you did. You have your height, you have your hair, you have your eye color, you have your weight, you have your sizes. What industry stuff have you done? If you haven't done that, you leave it open. And you actually just basically research on. I always tell people to go under the PMA agencies,
Yeah.
right? So you basically Google PMA and you see the agencies that is aligned with the PMA. That's when you know that those agencies are
Yeah.
legit. And you email and you finesse and you say, hey, can I please have a meeting with you, or to say that I like your work, may you please represent me. At the end of the day, showbiz, right? You have to show up.
Yeah.
You have to show that, hey, I am capable of you representing me. I have the talent for you representing me. And based on your preparedness, they will ask for a meeting. But you also can't approach agencies with just say, hey, hi. You know, people just say
Yeah.
hi on
Yeah.
DMs or hey, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
or and not even go through the research of finding that email address, because I always feel like you're one or two people away from what you
Yeah.
want. So even if people were not within the industry, but if they DM me and say, hey Kamo, I'm looking for an agency like 123, I will try help you.
Yeah.
But don't say, hey Kamo, how do I get an
Yeah.
agency? For me, it's like, what research have you done? Because a lot of the times people want handouts,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and a lot of people will also say like, I went through the most to get this contact and you just want this contact by just
Yeah.
DMing me.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And I get it. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes I'm like, yo, marosleg.
Yeah.
But sometimes I
Yeah.
get it that people don't want to work hard for
Yeah.
contacts. People don't want to work hard to know people. Pela, but your network is your net worth, right? So giving away your net worth just like
Yeah.
that for somebody that didn't try hard, it's also just like, dude, I worked so hard to get that person's
Yeah.
number.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, only for you to just say, hey, please send me Mamang's number. It's just like, you know. But also, that's when the gatekeeping also comes. But if you're also not
Yeah.
prepared, then I'm not going to help
Yeah.
you. I will help
Yeah.
you if you're prepared. And you told me, "Khoresh, I went to this agency, I went under the PMA agencies, I went to this person, they didn't respond." Maybe I have those people's contacts and be like, hey, somebody like this contacted you and they sent you 123. Can you give them a chance? Or can you have a look at their resumes? If you're not
Yeah.
prepared, why must I help?
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I feel like people must come prepared. If you say you want to be in the industry, you do need to make the research to say what preps you to get into the
Yeah.
industry. That's when people will help you. That's when people will be like, okay, this person is
Yeah.
willing. Otherwise, it's very hard to just give away a
Yeah.
phone number just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
facts. Okay, cool. So on that, right? Um, we know that I'm an agent, like depending, like especially the PMA agencies. Obviously, they've got lots of people under their books, right? New talent, old talent, experienced people, and whatever, right? So what I want to ask you is, what's your take, right? Let's say I'm an artist and I feel like, um, for lack of a better word, I'm not seen in my agents. Like I don't get briefs, or for some reason, let's say like for example, I'm a Zulu speaker. Whenever a Zulu brief comes out, I never get it. Yeah, or I get briefs once in a while. Is there such a thing as um ngizoyibuza kanjani le question then? Is there such a thing as being in a big agency too early? Like, is there such a thing like that? Would say maybe you need to change spaces in situations like that. Like, what do you do when you feel when you're in an agent and you feel like it's quiet? Like, we don't even. I'm not even getting any briefs. I'm not even getting any attention in this agent because it's so big. It has so many stars, and I'm not even a star yet. I'm still
Mm,
upcoming.
mm. That's that's a difficult one, right?
Yeah.
But um, it's a conversation you'd have with your
Yeah.
agent, but also because of where we heading in life in general, the digital
Yeah.
era, is that visibility plays a huge
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
Visibility, I don't want to lie, plays a huge role where you can't be closed. As I said, you can't be too precious. As artists, we've always been too
Yeah.
precious. That we will feel touched that people that have numbers, they getting the roles
Yeah.
and you not.
Yeah.
But they've got
Yeah.
visibility. You know,
Yeah.
you do. I feel like right now, you can't wait for an agent to get you a
Mm.
gig. Just continue with what you're doing. Like, be visible, do your sketches, do your skits, do TikTok. You have to be visible for them to be like, damn, actually, this person is gaining traction and we need to push them,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's so hard convincing people. Because I feel like also in the industry, when you try to convince people, you come across as too desperate,
Mm. Mm.
you
Yeah.
know, that my advice would be bazokuthola phambili.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When I continue showing your talent, continue showing who you are, bazokuthola phambili.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So you wouldn't advise changing spaces.
I wouldn't what?
Advise changing spaces.
You you'd have to
Yeah.
balance it. As I said,
Yeah.
you can't just say that you're doing acting
Yeah.
alone right now.
Yeah.
You have to balance it. But if you do want to be in the acting space, show your
No,
visibility.
no. By changing spaces, I don't mean like doing something different. I mean like, for example, um, switching representation. For example, saying, okay, fine, maybe go for a less crowded.
I mean, you can. If you want to, you can,
Is it
right?
advisable though? Is it
But
a smart move? Is what I'm asking.
it's for me, it's about how you feel. I won't say it's smart, it's not smart,
Yeah.
because there are no perfect
Mm.
agencies.
Mm.
And also, the agents are not the ones that get you the job. They get you the opportunity and platform to
Yeah.
show what you're
Yeah.
capable of doing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you also have an honest conversation with
Yeah.
your agent to be like,
Yeah.
yo, this is how I'm feeling. And if your agent like does take it to heart how you feeling, they will try to find you other things. But at the end of the day, it's all up to you. It's not on the agent. Also, the agency sometimes will follow your
Uh,
lead as to how
yeah.
badly you want it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if you're always gonna go behind your agency and be like, guys, they'll be like, oh shit, I need to send Kamo some stuff. Yo, Kamo's been on my back. Hey, Kamo's doing this. Or you find that the production will be like, hey, you
Yeah.
representing Kamo, can I see Kamo on something? Because this year, I don't want to lie, it's just been referrals. It hasn't been like my agency saying, hey, Kamo, I like audition for something like this. It's been like, Kamo, these type of people want to see you.
Ah.
So you also need to balance it. You also have to give your agency something to work with.
Yes.
Because now if you're quiet, you don't have any digital footprint at all. Right now you're a hardcore creative. Nobody knows about you. Nobody's seen you
Yeah.
being talented.
Yeah.
You just have a
Yeah.
headshot. It's kind of hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't communicate with your agent. It's hard to represent you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes people have to fight for their spaces to
Mm.
be like, no,
Yep.
ke bona di audition di etsagala nna ke ko kae,
Yeah.
while some busy and it's also, it helps networking because you'll get people say, hey, I went to this
Yeah. Yeah.
audition, and you just like, you'll go question, you must question your agent,
Yeah.
hey, I heard my
Yeah.
peers, they went to such and such an audition, how come you didn't call me?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How come you didn't know about it? How come you didn't, I think everything is just a
Yeah.
conversation. However, I do feel like right now everything is in our hands. I feel like right now everything is in your hands. If you say you want to start acting or whatever, I'll say, dude, you don't even need me. You've got TikTok, you've got YouTube, you've got Instagram. You don't need me for people to see how talented you are.
Nah, most
That's where we're at right now.
No, to a certain extent, I agree with you. I feel like to a certain extent, it is easier to make noise than it was before. But it is easier now with the social media platforms now. I mean, you get artists without a record label, they get their stuff popping on the when TikTok when before they even get a record label, you know. So yeah, the platforms are there.
The people that are mad are the people that don't want to
Yes,
adjust.
yes,
You know,
yes.
I've had older people audition for me and they'd basically be like, why am I auditioning when I've been in this industry for so long?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I've seen people that have been in the industry for so long, but when they audition, they actually flunk it. They're not as good,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And it's that thing of like you have to keep
Yep.
exercising your muscle. One thing that I've had to learn, which is a sad reality, is that this industry,
This industry doesn't do what?
high age. There's no
Ah,
age. You can't say that because I've been in the industry for 20
yeah.
years, this is how it's been. You can be like, I've been in the industry for 3 years, but we in the same position. So what are you
Right.
saying?
Absolutely.
You know, I've been in a position where I had a line producer and we weren't seeing eye to eye, and they were like, "I've been in this industry for 25 years." What? I'm like, okay, cool. I've been in the industry for 3 years, but here we are
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You are rendering a service from me, so what are you saying?
Yes. Yeah.
That it just goes to show that there's no
Yeah.
age, and that's
Absolutely.
what's sad.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, you can have a Mam Nandi and you're just like, I need her to audition for this role though.
Right.
Yes, I
Crazy.
know she
Yeah.
can act, but for this role, I'd really like to see her on tape if she can do it.
Yeah.
And then you see her auditioning, no offense. I'm not saying Mam Nandi, I'm
Yeah.
not saying her.
Yeah.
But you see her on tape and it's just like, it's not the right fit. Now,
Mm.
are you gonna give her the role based on how many years she's
Hey.
contributed? It's not, our industry is not like, it's not systematic where you come to work every single day and do the same thing.
Yeah. 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 Facts. 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 Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. And the reason why I asked that question initially, right, was because before I lose my train of thoughts, stay with me, stay with me. Was because okay, it left me. It left me.
Ah, it must come back.
Yeah, but it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. But yeah, man. I like what you said about Ilokuzana to the the muscle, right? I've noticed as well, Uguti, it's second nature, like you're like getting in and getting out of character and being creative. It's much more second nature and easy if you are active, like you keep that muscle active. You keep like, especially if let's say you're shooting something right now, and then they call and say, "Hey, there's an audition." It's much easier to be creative about a role than when you've been sitting around for a while and waiting for something. You find that it by the time you leave an audition room, like, wish actually I could have done it like this. I could have done it like this. And when you stay active, you find that your creative juices are always ready to cook. And I think I don't know,
Correct.
but like you said, I I advise doing beat skits or but if you can just do something that'll keep you acting, for me, I feel like if you're not doing that, you're doing a disservice to yourself, because the next time an audition comes, you find that you are so rusty. Like in any sports, a soccer player, if they don't train weekly, they'll lose their touch, no matter how many years they've played the game. Yeah, well, you can thought you were the best player. So the same thing with acting as well. You can be a veteran in the industry, but if your muscle is not exercised, you'll find that you ushawengane izolo because they are always at it. Yeah, well, so yeah, I know. I write that down. I'm writing it down for myself as well, right? I think I have like two more questions for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two more questions before I let you go.
Okay.
Do you have ngizobuza ngithini lo mbuzo lo?
Ibuze ngesiZulu.
Zulu there. And your Zulu cracked me up, chef. You sound like such a baby when you speak Zulu. Like it's
That time I'm so Zulu. It's not even funny.
Zulu.
I'm so Zulu. Mina kahle kahle ngumankosi mina. Kahle kahle.
Really?
Ngiyakhuluma. Kakhulu mina ngumankosi mina ngiyakhuluma phela. But
Even you speaking it right now, it's so new. You know, the baby is still learning to speak. Like I was just like, no, so cute. Like when Betty was, I was speaking that, I was the typical Zulu who was harsh and stuff. So whenever you speak in English and then I speak in Zulu and then you respond in Zulu, it was so cute. It was the cutest thing. I'm just like, I was like, yeah, no. When other people try to speak Zulu, it's yeah, but yeah.
yeah.
Before I lose my chain of thought again, I wanted to ask, right? Njengamanje, what's that one role that you like, once you've done that role, you feel like, I know. Even if I stop acting, I'm satisfied.
Very tough. But I'll talk about the two prominent roles. There's no one role.
Okay.
For me, it was Kia Rhythm City, Betty Bettina. Those were very prominent in my life because Kia Rhythm City was my breakthrough role.
Yeah.
That's when, even till today, people will not mention Bettina, but they'll mention that character. You know. And even I think last week there was a picture that was shown of my family on Rhythm City, me and my family on Rhythm City, and it actually was just, people were just like, oh, we missed this role, oh, we missed the show. That show was amazing. Rhythm City did not deserve to die.
It was a big show. We grew up on Rhythm City too, so like that was the show that raised us, guys.
Yeah, that was a dream come true role, right? As a supporting actress, and then Bettina, because that was my first lead role. So those shows are very prominent for me. So it was my breakout role and my lead role. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you have a role that you want to do badly?
I want to play a villain.
Ooh.
I'd like to play a taxi boss's daughter.
Huh. Okay.
That takes over the taxi business.
Oh, that'll be interesting. That would be interesting to see you on that.
Yeah, I'd like to play like a mean role. I've never played like a mean.
Do you have mean in you?
I feel like I do. I do. As a deputy parent, my siblings will attest to that mean side of me. But I would, for acting, definitely, I would like to play like a ruthless taxi. For me, it's like a ruthless taxi boss's daughter, you know, that takes over, where people wouldn't expect for her to be savage, but she's actually very savage because she has to deal with all these Zulu men that are driving her dad's taxis, but the dad is either sick or is dead, and they don't have a choice but to just listen to her. And I can be ruthless, almost like Queen of the South type of thing. Like you wouldn't expect her to sell drugs, but she sells drugs, and she can be ruthless, but she doesn't show because in the public she has to be nice, but those who know, they know she's a ruthless boss. I'd like to play a role like that.
I'd like to see you on that. Writers, please, producers, hope you're listening. Please. That would be nice to see. That would be nice to see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. You'll probably hate me because I'm preparing for it. So I'll be like in Tsiki. I wanna be very conniving and very yeah. I'd like to play a role like that.
Nah. I'd definitely like to watch it. I'd definitely like to. That'll be something nice to see. But
you won't see me as a school kid or somebody that's ditzy. You'll see me as somebody that's like, I know she's
one we love to hate.
Something different.
That'll be
like
interesting. That would be interesting. Mana, tell me on Rhythm City, were you there? What year was this? 2018. Were you still there? You were there already. It's interesting. Life is so interesting. I wonder how we didn't meet. Maybe I did see. Now that I'm thinking, maybe I did see you. I just didn't know it was you at the time.
I was so new. Because I got my role late 2017, early 2018.
So you were there most days.
I was.
No, man. You know what the funny thing is? We could have been in the same space. I came there. It was for a feature role, right? I think it was around 2018, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a time where no Jonas. I'm not sure if you remember Jonas.
Yes.
When Jonas was wanted to kick up out of his house because he owed him, I think, or something like that.
Yes, no, that was after.
That was after you.
Yeah.
We came. I was there. I was one of. I played. I think it was a feature. We played. Me and my brother. We played Jonas's friends who were not taking nonsense. We took it. So I was wondering, could we have been on the same space then? Because
no, I don't think so. I don't think so because I would have known you.
So no, but then I mean, you could have been in the green room when I was on set.
No, I don't think we chasana.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Okay, cool. Okay, so the next question, right, is right? I have it in my. I'm just trying to find the words for it, right? But it was let me ask it in the neck because I was doing them.
I hope I understand the best.
You said you're Zulu. So ish. Hi man. For lack of a better word, right? What do you want to? I hate using this word, but fine. Let's use aspiration for lack of a better word. Like, what do you wish to attain? Like in this industry, in this acting industry. What's that? What's your vision for it? Right? Like, what's okay, fine. If it's Guyagam.
What's your question?
How is you said like my guys so like in officer Oguti like for when let's say you had a plan, okay, fine. I'm drafting my vision board as Ukamo Oguti. This is what I want to my overall achievement we industry as a creative as me. What ngifike kuphi ngenzeni, like what's, I don't want to say what's your peak, but what's Mount Everest for you? When you once you've conquered that, you're like, okay, you know what, let's retire and enjoy our retirement and maybe drink wine and just look at what we've done and celebrate.
I feel like it's changed
Yeah.
in the last year, but what I wanted to do is for my whole entire career to actually be in parliament and advocate for the arts, the arts and culture, and be one of the voices that implement the policies that are needed for artists, right? So when I say I feel like it's changed, it's because of how I feel about the industry now, where it's just like, Nizazbonen, when you want me, you call me. Otherwise, this is a losing battle. You know, and it's very sad for me to say that it's a losing battle. I shouldn't say that because I'm somebody that loves the industry, that's passionate about the industry. I love the arts, but it's also been like a love-hate relationship where I feel like if it doesn't love me as much as I do, why must I give my all? You know, where I'm in talks with myself of letting it go. To be like, Nizangithola phambili, if you need me, you'll call me. But to get involved the way I want to get involved, it hurts. It hurts that it's just like, bye. I'll focus on myself and my family. And it's sometimes it's very unfortunate. Sometimes it's sad to say. But I must also be very true to myself that I'm not as passionate about the industry as I was when I came in, because I don't know what's happening. You know, I'm walking into this industry that I so love, but I don't understand. And it's like, if would you get into a relationship with a girl that you don't know, you don't understand, and you think you know, but they keep hurting you? No, you're gonna dump that girl. So for me, it's a love-hate relationship where I feel like when you're good, you're good. When you're bad, you're really bad. You know, when the highs are high and when the lows, they really low. And it's just like it's a toxic relationship where nobody's even supporting you. All those people that were there at your Lobola negotiation for the industry, they're not there when you're going through your You know, that I feel like right now I'll give it I'll pass on the baton to other people that want to fight for it at the forefront, but I will be there supporting them. But in the past I would have been that person being at the forefront. Right now I'm just like, it's it's going to affect my mental health.
Damn. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah,
so close yet so far.
Dude, and it's like it's a hard reality to face when you're being honest with yourself, because I've had to actually sit with myself and be like, is this actually what you want to do? Is this what you want to continue with? And if not, how's your relationship? So I've had conversations with myself about the industry that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But unfortunately, the drive I had straight after varsity, even the confidence I had after varsity is not the same confidence I have now because of knowing the things that I know.
Wow, that's deep.
So nizongithola phambili.
But I don't want to tell you because I feel like you because you love it so much, you'd probably be the right person to do that kind of thing because you'll be doing it for out of love, yeah, but also
Definitely.
I understand the mindset of it and the reasons behind it. It is toxic, you know, it is toxic. It takes a toll on you and it takes a lot from you as well, yeah, such that you need a serious mental strength, yeah, but it's a war. It's a war.
Kakhulu,
It needs to
kakhulu.
be fought, you know, it needs to be fought.
And I'm tired of being God's strongest soldier. So please, guys, I want to be a cotton wool. Can I be that soft like a cotton wool? I don't want to be a strong
You
soldier. It's a
can't.
lot.
You can't that once. Ish,
I don't want
we
to.
need such.
I'm not the one. Wrong black girl. I'm not the one.
Oh my god, that is so funny. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know where it's coming from, and I can relate. It's it takes a lot. It takes a lot, and I feel like life is like that in general. You know, like I keep saying, it's like that in general. Yeah, boy, it keeps throwing punches, keeps throwing hands, and
But now with life is that you kind of choose what you want to take and what you don't want to take,
yeah.
because you can walk away from anything that takes
Mm,
from you. You can walk away from what takes
yeah,
advantage from you, you know, and you know which parts of you need to let go of, which parts of you need to work on, which parts of you need to grow, which parts of you need to just shut it down, you know,
yeah, yeah,
right? And for me with the industry, I feel like I'm very passionate about it, but clearly my passion is
yeah,
hurting me.
yeah,
And I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be a strong
yeah,
soldier. I don't want to be fighting.
yeah,
Other people are not fighting in their industries. Why must I fight?
yeah,
Uh, I'm not. You guys can go fight, guys. Me, I'll come when you set a date to say let's go fight. I'll show up, but
yeah,
I'm not going to fight for the industry when people are also scared of
yeah,
fighting for it,
yeah,
because
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
fight you get
Ish.
blacklisted. If you
Yeah.
fight, this is what's happening. So I don't want to be in a relationship with an industry where it's like if I do something like this, I'll be blacklisted. I don't even want to think that, will I get blacklisted, will I not, are they gonna want to work with me, are they not? You see, right now, my era, guys, continue with your artistry. Me, I want to build a family. I want a husband. I don't want nyaga nyaga, please. I don't want nyaga nyaga, please.
Yeah.
Mm-mm,
Yeah. I feel you.
mm-mm.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
But I'll always show up for acting.
Yeah.
Always,
Yeah. Nah, I
always.
feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. I feel you. Wow. 3 hours on the dot. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Nah, man. Comes. I cannot over express how appreciative of you I am. I love you. I say it with my chest, you know. Mkwele Ngawa, you are the girl that you think you are, and you are the girl that you don't know that you are as well, you know. Look at
Thank
the
you.
comment. Someone is saying I'm here. Maybe I'm the
What do they
Let's
say?
go. I'm here. Maybe I'm the husband. Let's go. Lalela.
Maybe,
The girl
maybe.
is ready. The girl is ready. Yeah, man. I love every part of this conversation that we've had. I can't wait to go back to it and listen to it again. I can't wait to repost it because it has been the most honest, the most touching, the most sincere. You know, not to say the others were not sincere, but this one.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't make other people feel some type
That's
of
not what
way
I'm saying at
now.
all. I'm just saying you went even deeper into this thing
Yeah.
and touched on things that weren't touched on before, and I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for being honest about it, because like when I started this, I used to call it naked veil, because I say when we come here, we're here to get naked in front of you, man, and tell you the not so glamorous side of this industry because there is one. Yeah, bro. So I want to thank you. You got the memo. I didn't even need to explain the memo to you. Like you,
And you didn't give me any
you know what I'm
memo.
saying?
You didn't give me
Like
anything.
you,
You just said show
yeah,
up.
you just showed up ready and you gave us everything and more. You know, and shout out to you for that, man. Shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I'm excited for what God is gonna do in your life. You know, I see greatness in the making. I see greatness in the making, and I'm happy to have been a part of it. I'm happy to have conversed with you. You know, and yeah, man, thank you so much for giving me your time. 3 hours is not a small matter. It's not a small
It's
matter.
not. It's a whole. You must get a podcast. This is a whole podcast.
Listen.
You must be live.
Listen,
I
listen.
enjoyed myself so
Yeah.
much.
Nah, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. You know, last thing I want to do is bore you. So
You didn't do that at all. At
nah.
all. And also with you, you must give yourself credit, for it takes a lot to do
Mm,
a live
mm,
here on
mm.
Instagram and talk about something that people just like. I think we take it for granted, right? We don't know that we need it, but we do. So also with you, keep going. Uska fela pelo, uska fela moya. Keep going at it. I promise you. Like something's got to give, something is going to give. And you also bringing different artists like this is so dope because you're also connecting us
Mm,
together and
mm.
you also opening yourself to a network, that you don't think you're opening up. So I want to say that congratulations to you. Do not give up, keep pushing, and may everything that your heart desires come true.
Amen. I receive it.
Yes,
I receive it. You
yes,
know, thank you so much.
yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate those words. I believe in words and I believe in speaking things to existence. So yeah, thank you for speaking such words to me, man.
So is this bye? Are we saying goodbye to each other now?
She's like, this is fine. I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you longer than it's.
This is goodbye.
I don't want it to be.
Are we calling it a wrap?
I mean, it's it's.
No, I need a rematch. I need
No,
a
we have
rematch.
to. We have to.
Okay.
We have to. I'm
Okay.
game. I'm game. I'm
Okay.
definitely game. And I would
I'm
love
also
one.
gay.
Yeah, I wanna give you back to your family as well, and then we must plan. And thank you so much, man. Like I was literally panicking. I thought, yo, this girl is not gonna show up. My God, she's not. I thought you were. I know you're busy. People have lives, guys. So I think this girl is too busy. Today, she's not.
These are for lovers, but my lover's not around, so it's fine. You were lucky.
See, God loves me. God loves me. You see this thing? Yeah. So, no, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate this so much. Like, I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. But we will have to converse and discuss on maybe when can we pick this up again and do another
Definitely.
live. And yeah, man. Yeah, man. I want to say it again. You're an incredible actor. You're an incredible human being as well.
Thank
Don't let this
you.
industry change you. Don't let people change you. I'm telling you, great things are definitely coming. And the fact that people are calling you shows and speaks of your greatness. Yeah, well, referrals
Thank
are not child's
you.
play. Children's play rather. Hey, so
Same thing. Same papa, same street.
yeah,
Same thing.
they are not children's play. So the fact that you're getting referrals speaks volumes of your talent and also your character because people prefer people they like, which it speaks that you are likable and people want to see more of you. So yeah, no, shout out, stay the same. My experience of you was dope. Was dope. I wanted more scenes on Bettina Waits because I'm like, no, I'm good.
Hey.
Can I come back? Can I come back just to chill in the green room guy, to see her? you know, like you dope peoples, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for giving me your time. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let the people go. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you I'm gonna bring these people here, and this is Kamo live and direct. Love her and the people love you. My people on my WhatsApp were so excited to see you, man. And
Nice.
yeah, they came through here. People had to buy data. People had to borrow data and all these things.
It's good. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much to everybody that came through. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, man. I want you to enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll communicate again. We'll communicate on the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a handsome hanke. No arame something madumbambo lunyas ngambeli zifuze cargo nina. I love you guys. Personality. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys next week. It has been Talking Everything Industry with Kamo. And if you're watching from YouTube, subscribe, share, like, comment, do the things, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. This has been dope. Part 2 is coming. Definitely coming. This has been informative. This has been one of the deepest we've had so far. And yeah, I hope you guys learned so much. Mina ngibhala ama-notes ke maningi ama-notes engiwabhalile and ngisazophinde ngiyoyilalela le mpahla lena and then I write notes again. But yeah, otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I love you. Kamu loves you. We will see you next time. And thank you for staying us for this long, guys. It's been a long 3 hours that you stayed with us. We appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Yeah, see you guys. Simncane blind. Bye.